walking through somewhere that's sort of loud, trying to make my way back. You guys can just talk. I'm going to keep myself on mute until I need to talk. So I'm going to just be here.
Okay.
Sure. Sounds good.
All right. I think we're ready to get started then. All right. So they sent a message to the graph, right? Calling for help. That's going to be at least a couple or more than 2 days away, right? It's going to take at least a day to get there and at least a day to travel back, plus however much time he needs to organize some resistance, right? Organize a relief force. So right off the bat, in Folsom Port, there is a scroll of lesser restoration, which I know no one can cast, but someone might be able to activate it if they needed to, right? And then there may be some other stuff around, including other scrolls of lesser restoration, if we want to spend some time searching for that during the day, or so basically, what is it we're going to do that next day while we are in this sort of terror-filled town?
All right, like a downtime activity. Yeah.
We wrapped up on a long rest.
Right. Yeah, we finished our long rest.
Excellent.
I want to see if there's anyone who's decent with medicine who can sort of check out the more developed dudes and see like what's going on the inside, or like what's changed and so on.
Oh yeah, everyone is second level now, right? Everyone did advance to second level. Is there anyone?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So, I don't know if you read the description of the transformation, but so you get infected. Your infected is not really the right word. You get poisoned by the excretion, and then when you fail the second saving throw, immediately a cyst forms that gives you telepathic contact with the other machana. You can communicate with any machana you can see, and then you can commune with telepathically with a controller but the controller's range varies depending upon how strong they are. And right now there's no controller in range because Kelgar is not hearing any messages from anybody.
Oh, thank God the bitch is out my ear.
But Kelgar is now considered a monstrosity as well.
So he's Kelgar again.
Oh. So
he was humanoid before.
No, he's still a pretty monstrous dude.
Does that mean he can't be affected by the whole person?
Yeah, I was going to say, that's a huge number of low-level spell immunities.
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah.
Does that also mean he doesn't need to breathe nor eat eventually?
Hold on. Let me see.
Monstrosities don't usually have that trait, but that's a possibility. That's a
so Kelgar
construct.
No longer has an appetite. He can force food and water or food and drink down, but he doesn't seem to feel the need to ingest it at all.
I guess we should probably look into fixing that.
I'm going to hate literally all of this. I can no longer taste my mead!
You can, you just don't need it.
Yeah. You just don't feel an urge to.
My question is that since obviously he does still have organic functions, where are nutrients coming from? Because they do have to come from somewhere. So that's worrying.
They come from the cyst and stay from the cyst.
Well, I guess we can try and get that removed if that's a thing. I don't know if that'd be like a physical thing, or do we have to wait until magic happens?
Yeah, I feel like if we have the lesser...
While this may be a decent ability to have in the meantime, because we can tell when one of these things are nearby.
Should he ever succumb more to it, we're in serious trouble.
Presumably,
And I
they
mean,
could
there's
also
a lot
see you.
more. And I mean, there's a lot more. That was just the tip.
Well,
Yeah.
that also brings up a point. If there's any way of, well, the question: if you have immunity to poison, will it just not affect you then?
That's correct. Yeah, poison just would not affect them.
I don't think there's any way of getting that other than through magic items or class bonuses for some of those.
Yeah, there are spells. Hold on, let me look.
Well, if you're a paladin at a certain level, or like a monk at a certain level, you're just immune.
Again, this doesn't feel
yeah.
whatsoever. But this could be useful. And that's my only problem with it.
It could be useful for a bit, but eventually
We'll have to reverse this, I know.
we are, like it for right now, sure, it's helpful, but in the long run, he needs to be cured.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like protection from poison will cure you if you're poisoned, and then give you advantage on further saving throws. Hero's Feast gives you immunity to poison, but we're nowhere near Hero's Feast yet.
No.
Right. So what's wrong about paladins? They only get the disease.
Yeah, and then certain classes gain immunity to disease at some point. I think
Monk does it level 10 for poison.
I think paladins do it fairly early on, right? Like
Level 3 for disease only, but not poison.
oh, is that right?
Well, to be fair, if I'm immune to disease, the poison can't really affect me other than, doing damage. Because this is technically a disease now.
No.
I don't recognize any poisons that make you grow cysts that make you telepathic. I'm pretty sure this is an STD. I'm like 90% sure this is an STD of some sort I got from a sword.
It follows.
It follows. It burns.
You just start seeing the fucking controller like slowly walk towards you from across the room.
It's kind of hard to classify. It has elements of both poisons and diseases, but it's really neither. It's probably more like a curse than
that's infinitely better. We can get rid of curses.
Acts like a curse.
Real talk, we could just get rid of curses. A disease might be a whole
then it has some
story.
So then, similar to lycanthropy to some degree.
Kind of, yeah. That would be a better analogy. Would be some other
It would be more like
curse
vampirism.
that transforms you.
Right.
Entropy.
Right. So did we decide what we wanted to do through the day while we are hoping that nothing dramatic happens while we're waiting for the grass forces to arrive?
I'm going to try and find new ways to cover up that cyst.
Oh, let's see. So Karnath was going to ask for medical advice, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and so the general tendency of the machana is not that difficult to figure out. You become poisoned, and then it changes your physiology to develop these cysts that do different things. So most of the things are beneficial because otherwise it wouldn't benefit the machana to do them. And they take on the traits of, a lot of them align with the traits of constructs, like not needing food or water. But that does bring up a good question about then how do you rejuvenate if you don't digest food and drink?
I'm like 90% sure it's flesh.
I mean, you have no appetite at all. Yeah.
Oh.
Because you don't
Do
crave
I-
flesh.
On your soul.
Well, unless there is a main machana dude, right? Unless it's just sort of his quote unquote energy sort of fueling everyone.
Oh my god.
Yeah, there is there is.
Well, if you die like this, you get absorbed into it.
It's me.
So there has to be like a main person.
The controller did mention that, I believe.
Yeah, so there is the primary machana prime, who is the top of the hierarchy. But whenever cells are separated from telepathic contact, then a local controller will take control of the organization of the machana within its range.
Okay, so then they would have taken over themselves if not. They're out of range is the point.
So we have to kill literally every single controller there is.
Well, if you get the head, then it's fine.
Well, let me think here. Because you said that, so it becomes poison, and over the duration of the poisoning, it becomes machana, right?
No, so you're exposed to the excretion through an injury, right?
Right.
And that may poison you, right? You may not be poisoned. You may be able to fight off the poison initially. But if you are initially poisoned, then a short time later, like about 30 seconds later or so, then the poison will set in, and then you are a machana at that point. Then your first cyst will form at that point. And then
so so then your first cyst forms. So if you want to eliminate it, at least using lesser restoration, you have to do that during the poisoning before the full machana sets in.
Well, lesser restoration has a number of conditions that it can. One of them is poison. So yeah, if you hit someone with lesser restoration before they failed that second saving throw, then they would no longer be poisoned. Or you could be 5 points of healing from a paladin, or. But there's also
if you did it before that, it would work. But after they become a machana, then you have to have something a lot bigger than a lesser restoration.
Yeah, we don't know exactly what effect lesser restoration will have after they are a machana, because lesser restoration typically doesn't affect the curse, although it might affect the results of the curse. Right? So it wouldn't remove the curse, but it might, it might undo some of the effects of the curse. But additionally, as a machana, you come under you become subjected to dominate monster by the whoever a controller who comes in contact with the machana is. And so that's something else that you probably want to deal with. Is now, fortunately, Kelgar made all of his saving throws against dominate monster.
Against dominate
so you're telling
monster?
Me the only reason why I'm not you will take me to your leader is because I lucked out.
You had to make 2 saving throws, but you made them both. Yeah.
It's because the only time you didn't roll a 2 was when it mattered.
You're right. I can't be mad at that. You're right. You're right. I cannot be mad at that.
Is the dominate monster DC set, or is it based on the controller?
It's based on the controller.
Oh fuck!
Yeah,
that's not good.
Both the DC of the save and also how often the particular controller can summon the psychic energy to cast the spell. It's not based upon spell slots. They have a recharge time that they have to wait for before they can cast it again.
Oh, I get it.
Okay.
We could really use a barter's counter charm for this one time.
This is the one time counter charm becomes useful.
The one time counter charm
we found it.
Ridiculously useful.
Like a paladin is kind of
Borg member.
We just have to wait. We have 2 people that will get, at least 2 people at least. I forget Druid list, but At least 2 of us will have protection from poison eventually.
Eventually, yeah.
And
I
protection
have
from
plans to
evil
obtain this immunity from poison. It's just that this is going to suck before it does.
protection from evil and good will protect you from charm, which is what Dominate Monster is for a short time. 10 minutes.
Oh.
Has a 10-minute casting. Or a 10-minute duration.
Well, actually, there's also a thing with Frenzy Barbarian, right? Where you can just go absolutely nutty. But is that at later levels? I don't really play bad subclasses.
Ouch!
Oh,
Well, I'm sorry. Do you like exhaustion?
Nicely put, actually.
I'm
Oh
actually.
yeah, they can't be charmed while they're raging.
I'm actually playing something else.
you just put a barbarian. You just put a barbarian right in front of a training dummy, and have them keep hitting it.
Not even necessarily. Because if you use mindless rage, if you go into a rage, you don't even have to go into a frenzied rage necessarily. At least this only happens if you're at 6th level. If you're a frenzied barbarian, but then you can't be charmed or frightened. So that's good at the start of the battle. But if it happens after and then you rage, the effect is suspended.
Oh.
Yeah, that's why. Put them in front of a training dummy to maintain the rage.
I'm gonna beat my roommate.
True. What?
I mean, my gimmick,
Beat my roommate.
my whole gimmick I'm aiming for is Zealot. So
Wait, are you two your roommates?
Well, Zealot. Let me see. I don't think Zealot has anything.
No, I
like
have
that.
my roommate just dipped to go run and grab a lighter because he can't find his, but he has a pizza. In the fucking
What is
oven.
What is our current mission? What is our focus that we should
Not die.
maybe?
Well,
We're
right
waiting
now,
for the counts, man.
Basically,
I mean, is
we
that
don't
a
know
big
any. We
question?
don't
Like,
know any.
We
further
just met
information.
like a week ago.
Maybe we can hear from the DM. What is our current mission?
well, right now we are just kind of at a respite, right? We have no immediate threat. Although there are reports coming in of people just sort of disappearing, mainly on the fringes, like the fruit pickers who went out this morning. A group of them didn't come back. So we can presume that either people have gotten scared and are thinking, I would rather just run off into the frozen wilderness than stay in Falsenport, or they are being somehow absorbed by other machana somewhere out there. But anyway, we don't have an immediate threat. Right now, as Karnath was at, he sought out medical professionals who might give some insight into the mechanics of the machana. But right now we seem to be just in a waiting period where we're waiting for the Graph to send a military force of some kind to secure the area.
Well, we're doing downtime, Calgar. I'm going to need you to put a +1 on your halberd.
Please
I'm
do.
fucking impounding that.
Please do. I beg of you. I sincerely beg. Please do.
Yeah, I'm losing that 1 AC for that. +1 halberd. Please hit. Please.
Please hit.
As
Please.
somebody who's
Fingers.
played a Forge Cleric, I know what he's giving up here. The pure tank, dude. You take that +1 halberd.
I'm so sorry.
Well, we have reckless attacks now, so everything's with advantage. If you want
I'm
them to do.
just gonna help out around the town, I guess.
I look at him and say, thank you, Magic Man.
Thank you, Magic.
Yeah.
Halberds are only 6 pounds.
Well, yeah, weapons can't be that heavy or else you're not going to be able to swing them effectively.
I know, but a javelin weighs... Oh, no, that's part of javelin. Never mind.
In any case,
So, speaking of weapons, I'm assuming everybody has their favorite weapon, like Calgar has his halberd.
I love polearms. I just love polearms. Can you blame me? Polearms
you
are beautiful weapons.
You should probably get more than one damage type.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. It's always a good idea to have a secondary damage type. Like if
I
you,
did forget to ask, as I kind of just assumed the Smith man would just give it like me a maul, if that's all right.
Yes.
Well, I have javelin, so
Cool.
I should be fine.
Yeah. So Carl the Smith has an ample supply of regular weapons to pick from. So you don't need to you just need to pick one. So if you're normally using a short sword, it's a good idea to have a scimitar as well, right? So that you can have both piercing and slashing on hand.
That's actually rather smart.
I was going to say I have both a crossbow and a rapier, but then I realized that those are both piercing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damage immunities will come up, probably. Or at least
Shit.
resistances.
The only bludgeoning I'd have is my fist.
Does he have a whip? I'll take a whip.
So does he have a hammer? Or
Can rogues use whips?
Yeah. It's a finesse weapon.
give me a second.
What if it's a martial one, though?
Yeah, and rogues don't have straight martial proficiency.
Crossbow, hand, longsword. Oh, I don't think they can. No, I didn't know that actually. Wow,
Yeah, it's a martial
badass.
weapon. That's a shame.
Oh well.
So as the day goes by, let's see what that is. Kelgar begins to realize that he doesn't actually need to breathe anymore by the evening.
Excuse me?
Kelgar doesn't need to breathe. Your metabolism can sustain itself without actually ingesting oxygen through breath.
Now is the time when
I
you settle
think
down
it may be
and
time.
invest in throwing Kelgar at the bottom of the ocean to bring up sea
You know what?
treasure.
This is going by much faster than I thought. I no longer need my lungs. Help. Please help.
Do we
Who
have
is
that
this level of
restoration scroll?
And you do have a visible cyst at that point that seems to be bringing in oxygen as needed from the air and directly metabolizing it into your bloodstream.
Oh my god.
That is
It has-
traumatizing. I'm a
It has
camel
consumed
now.
your lungs.
I'm a camel. I have a lump on my back. I'm a camel.
Is it safe to remove?
I'm sorry,
Do
folks,
we
I
want
just-
to try
I
that?
don't
I mean,
think it's safe to
okay.
remove.
Okay, so we have. Correct me if I'm wrong. We have a scroll of lesser restoration.
Yeah, one was readily available. Like one, they volunteered to you. They're
Okay, so we don't have it right away, but it's something we could easily go grab and use.
No, you have it.
I think we
the
should
party
do it
has a
now.
scroll of lesser
Yeah.
restoration right now.
Okay. Do we want to try it?
Well, who can?
No.
I
Two
feel
of us
like
can. Two of us can. Even though it's not, it's above our level. It's above our level, but because it is in our spell list, we are still capable of casting it. There's just, I think, a DC we have to meet.
It'd be a DC 12 spell casting ability check, depending upon what your spell casting.
I can literally feel the cyst pulsing.
I mean,
Is it not too late for that to work? I thought it was just that it would, at this stage, it would just sort
So
of
it
halt
cures
some
diseases
things.
as well. So if we,
Actually, wait. Somebody write this down.
It doesn't.
Seriously.
It does.
Somebody write all this down. What's happening to me?
Okay, so what I'm thinking is this is essentially our last chance to cure him before we're going to need something like greater restoration for it to work. Because if a disease or like this, whatever this is, like curse, takes at most 8 hours to essentially subsume his lungs, give him telepathic abilities, and physically form a giant cyst, and doesn't need food nor water in just less than 1 day, what's going to happen overnight?
Right. Well, I guess try out then. Nothing to lose.
Who has
Okay,
the better spell casting?
I appreciate that the smart people are thinking this over. You're all smart, but help.
we're,
I think we do. I think we have to do it. Otherwise,
I think we have
We
to
have-
try it. Yeah.
We have to.
I'm willing to do it.
If nothing else, it's a good experiment.
It's an Arcana check, correct?
No, it's a spellcasting check. It depends upon your spellcasting ability. It's a DC 12 spellcasting check. So if you're a sorcerer,
would that be just? I forget if that would be just your flat modifier or your proficiency modifier as well.
You add your proficiency bonus as well as your spellcasting ability.
Would a guidance be? Would I be allowed to have a guidance?
Yeah, guidance would. Guidance.
I will cast guidance.
Let me do it.
I will cast guidance on whomever decides to do it.
I will.
On,
so is it a save or a check?
Check, I believe.
Okay.
I don't think you get your proficiency bonus, but let me double check.
If it's a spellcasting check, wouldn't that involve proficiency because it's a spellcasting ability score or modifier?
There's the guidance. Whoever does it, you can click on the pink E4, and that will roll the dice for you.
Awesome.
Using your spellcasting ability, yeah. I think it's just you're just your flat one stat, not including proficiency.
Also, while you're doing that, I think it'd be a good idea to ritual cast detect poison disease if there's any more info that can be gained.
What? Just the location, right?
It can also identify the kind of poison, creature, or disease. Even if it's a little bit of info, it'll be worth it.
So there's what it says about spell. If it's on your class's spell list, but of a higher level than you can normally cast, you must make an ability check using your spellcasting ability. 10 plus the spell's level. Yeah. So, and you do not detect disease or poison. It's not. It is a curse. It's not a disease.
Oh, then it won't work then.
Then it won't work.
Yeah.
The next best idea in my head is we need to remove the cyst.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm putting it right here, okay?
Yeah. Thank you.
Who would have the better? Who?
I mean,
would be better than that?
Medicine.
Oh, if it's medicine, then no. Mine is only a +3.
So mine is the highest?
+3.
Yours is higher than mine by 1.
You can obviously help
but I can help you. I give you advantage.
Oh god, remove curse is such a high level spell. Alright, we're going to surgery.
Okay. That would be either an Arcana or a medicine check. It could be either one. I mean, it involves his physiology, but it's also a supernatural metamorphosis. So it could be either one.
Just to confirm, does anyone have a higher than 4 in Arcana then?
I do not.
Nope.
Alright.
Also,
gonna have the guidance.
You could also, if you had tool proficiencies in thieves tools or something like jeweler's tools, you could use that instead.
I have a 5 in that.
Would a forge kit work?
No, not a forger's kit. It would have to be something like a tinker's tools or something that would allow you to work on mechanical devices that are very interesting.
I have thieves tools, so I could probably remove it, but it's not a bad idea to heat up a red hot poker and sizzle it after I'm done, just so I can burn out anything left.
That is a horrible idea.
I'm resistant to fire, so it's actually not that bad.
It's like cauterizing the wound.
How large is the cyst, real quick?
About 4 inches in diameter.
Oh Jesus!
4. Okay, so 1.
Well, the one that puts him in telepathic communication is not visible. It's actually at the base of the brain, and that would probably
Oh.
that would kill him if you tried to remove it. Yeah.
That's a great idea, actually. Once you get lesser resurrect or like the resurrection spells, just kill the person and resurrect them.
Kill him. Kill him,
Yeah.
bring him back.
When I hit level 3, it requires no components, so you're fine.
Right. I'm going to assume I'm going to just take the guidance from before and.
Do you want me to
roll
try
the
it? I have a +5.
Oh, you have a +5 in Arcana or Medicine?
Thieves' Tools.
Ah. No, that
Yeah. I'm just gonna yank it out.
Yank it out.
All
I
right.
have a question for the DM real quick. Being a druid, could I shape change into a large leech and basically extract it?
Wouldn't you just be putting the poison yourself then?
Extract the cyst, or is that what you?
Yes.
It's integrated into his anatomy. It doesn't just. I mean, it would be no different than trying to use tools or a skill to try to extract it.
Okay.
I think it's better just if nobody has anything more than a +5, I'll do it.
Well, I think
No one can.
no one can.
assist you.
Right, exactly. So I think it's better to +4, but has help from another person.
I mean, you can just help. We could just both do it. And
No,
you can
well-
just give me advantage.
No, we only have one chance, and also you need proficiency in thieves' tools to.
I have it.
We need.
You're the only one.
Yeah, so you only do it once.
Yeah. So no one can help you with thieves' tools, but someone else could help him with Arcana.
Arcana. Well, does someone have a +4 or +3 in Arcana? Or just proficiency in Arcana?
Nope.
Someone's +4 though in Arcana, right?
Wait, is no one here proficient in Arcana?
Nope.
Well, it's all medicine, right? So it's,
Or medicine.
No, it's
I'll give you
medicine
medicine.
or Arcana. Oh, if medicine's okay, then I can help.
right. So yeah, I thought it was contest and Connor was going to do it.
I have a +3 to in medicine, but I'm not proficient.
Same.
You don't actually need to be proficient to help with medicine. Only thieves' tools is the only tool actually that requires that someone has proficiency to help you with it.
Oh.
So that will help with the medicine check if that's what we go with.
So this is what they meant by resistance is futile.
Ironically, my roommate is watching Star Trek Next Gen in the other room.
Oh Jesus.
Oh my god. Let's hope they're watching the scene where someone gets
shirt's not
killed.
red.
So we're going to try to remove the cyst that has him where he doesn't need air. Am I understanding that correctly? Where he doesn't need to breathe. Right.
I mean,
Right now there are two cysts. One is visible, the one that draws in oxygen from the air, and then there's another one somewhere internal that is making it to where he doesn't want food and water.
Yeah.
I would go for the
At the very
visible
least,
one
it would.
first.
do we know about that one?
Well, we know that he's not eating and drinking.
But then we don't actually have a way to target the inner one.
We don't want to target the inner one because the moment it's removed, he dies.
Well, then there's a third one that is at the base of the brain that gives him telepathic contact with the machana. That one we won't be able to remove. Yeah.
I feel like there's nothing we can do that's gonna end this at the moment.
Can I
Yeah,
try
it
the
would
restoration?
slow it down.
Because
It's a curse.
the detect poison and disease didn't yield either a poison or disease. So we're pretty sure he doesn't have either.
So we just have to wait until I get stronger and death means nothing anymore.
Like, lesser restoration definitely will not work.
Most likely.
And identify earlier also didn't get anything.
I wonder, can I at least enjoy eating a steak?
I think you would be able to enjoy the taste of it, but it would probably regurgitate as soon as you swallowed it.
You just
Oh,
chew
that's
on it, spit it out.
I can only suck on the steak. That sucks.
You can suck on the steak.
Get all that steak juices.
Oh my!
Dracula don't bite.
Yeah,
It's very Vampire the Masquerade.
I think you still have your senses, but the process of digestion no longer is functional.
Dracula don't bite. You bite, then lick. Bite, then lick.
We should probably.
Okay, let's move along with this.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're not going to remove the cyst. Am I understanding that correctly? We're going to. They don't seem to be hurting him, so we're not going to. Is that correct?
No, I think we are removing it because.
Excuse me? I can't eat no more.
But we can't affect that one.
Yeah,
because that one is internal.
Yeah, getting that one would involve like pretty major surgery, digging into your digestive tract and finding an internal cyst. But the one for the breathing is visible. It's on your chest. It's a 4-inch disc on your chest.
I feel like Superman, but instead of an S, it's chlamydia.
Super class. But okay, medically speaking, if you remove one tumor, that would mean it would slow the disease. Because as far as we know, this acts like an actual tumor. So removing one will at least slow down the metastasis of any further tumors.
Right.
And while at least, while yes, it won't do much, it may be just enough for at least one of us to learn some sort of like curse removal spell and or find someone with that exact thing.
It's a temporary thing, Fix. I don't see it's a bad idea.
I don't think there's anything that at least we can do on a surgical level that's actually going to help. I mean,
just explain something.
Am I going to gag every time I try to eat a ration?
I don't think you need to eat a ration.
Let's just go ahead and try it. Let's just go ahead and try it. If it doesn't work, well, we can start looking further off.
You're right.
Because think about what we're removing here. We're not removing every cyst. We're not even removing the thing that affects his brain and that is probably going to be affected by the Dominate Monster spell. We're removing the thing that makes it so he can breathe.
Yes, but here's the thing. It's a 4-inch long cyst. It will metastasize. It's like reducing the 2 times modifier to a 1.5 times modifier. It's worth a shot.
Yeah, just do it. Might as well. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Because we can sit here and speculate all day and read through medical textbooks, but in the end, we'll still be here all day talking about this one tumor.
Make the medicine.
Yeah, make the medicine check with advantage guidance.
I thought Kanath was doing it because these tools.
No one can help him, but you can use medicine with advantage. Someone can help you with medicine.
There's guidance. I will put guidance on the surgeon.
Oh, let's go.
Wow,
Yeah,
Max
so you pop that out without any problem. Yeah, in fact, it seems like it might still be functional after you remove it. If you could
put it in a glass jar. I'll dump out some canned goods if I must.
What do you mean?
Put it in glass.
Put it back on.
No, we're not putting it back on him.
No, I'm saying it's functional in that it could be.
Yeah, it looks like you could reattach it if you wanted to. Yeah.
Oh my god!
If it throbs.
But when you're removing it, he does start breathing again. He starts.
Oh my god! Oh God! I need oxygen back. Oh, air. Oh.
What happens if we press it to the back of the neck of a dog?
Well, we're not doing that.
Yeah.
The druid would go a little bit in crazy if you did that.
All right, fine, cat.
Okay, let's crazy. No.
Fair. Fuck cat.
So
Where's the nearest cat?
So he's the Vigraph, so he's the next layer under the graph. He answers only to the graph. His name is Yannick, and he's the one who's responsible for false import. And by the late in the afternoon, there are many groups that are having similar situations to yours, and it's all disjoint. Everyone is just sort of doing what they can. So the Vigraph has called for a coordination meeting at a common house in the middle of town, where anybody who thinks that they can contribute can go, or anybody who thinks they need help or just information. So are we going to attend this event?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. There's one thing I actually wanted to ask real quick. During the break, before this went down, would it have been possible for me to secure a set of Smith's tools?
Yes. Yeah.
Perfect.
Well, here, let me show you like that.
Ever since dealing with this thing, I've had the meanest throbbing headache. Is that just me?
Push yourself too hard and drink plenty of tea.
Tea. Is that a code word for ale?
No.
I don't think booze after a major surgery is a good idea.
What is surgery?
There's surgery existed back then. It's just not as
He just doesn't know.
Not as refined. It's more along the lines of cutting someone's limbs off.
Oh,
I mean,
no.
if you have
People don't understand that.
if you have regenerate, you could theoretically, if someone has a leg beyond saber, you could just straight up cut it off and cast regenerate.
Wait. If regenerate's a thing, you can go ahead and go to the building, right?
Let's go ahead and go to the town meeting so we can gather some actual useful information.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need some tea.
Okay, so I need Constitution saving throws from everybody.
What?
I need a Constitution saving throw from everybody. From each.
Uh-oh.
A con?
Yeah, looking for.
That's
worrying.
Uh-oh.
Scheiße.
Okay. So Connor and Tilden fail. So you notice that your vision by early
This is not
evening.
going well.
By early evening, your vision is extremely blurry.
Let it just be alcohol.
And you two are not the only. Like whenever you get to the town by early evening, your vision is quite blurry, and when you get to the town meeting, there's a good percentage of the people who are suffering the same condition.
Hey, quick question. Are you, by any chance, suffering headaches, nausea?
No,
You may have been injured.
Just poor
You
version.
or a loved one may be entitled to financial compensation.
By public execution.
Wait, what?
You may be entitled to compensation by public execution.
I don't feel like that relates. Anyway, DM, what was that?
I see.
Oh.
and this is a disease. If you have some way to cure disease and want to use it. It's not particularly horrific now. You know, it's only a -1 penalty, but I don't know how you.
Hey, how many fingers am I holding up? I put up 3.
2.
2.5.
I think we may need to kill the chef. Opinions? Thoughts, opinions?
Whereas before we got here,
I'm assuming it's an airborne disease that is not from the actual food.
Yeah, it's environmentally.
We don't have a
Yeah, it gets transmitted through water or sneezing, things like that.
oh, yeah,
The one time, purify food and drink would have been useful.
you
One
guys,
time.
well, you guys aren't from here, right? So you just went to a new place.
There's literally one guy who lives here, and he's in the party. I don't know who, but he lives here.
I live in the mountains. I don't live specifically in this town.
I feel like you would still know, honestly.
About what?
Well, this is also affecting longtime residents of Falsenport.
Oh, okay. It's new.
Is there a paladin in the town at all?
By evening, any paladins around would have expended their lay on hands for the day. They would have. There's been a great deal of demand on all the medical
I
resources.
was going to try and get to one first. Okay.
Oh no, they're going blind.
All right, so people have heard about this, and so a lot of people are bringing their sick acquaintances, relatives, in the hope that someone there will help them with their sight sickness. There's a lot of people who have just showed up because they're afraid and have questions that they have. There are a couple. So beneath the Vigraph, there are other nobles called Zargraphs. Each one of those is charged with different elements of the operation of the town. So I'm gonna put their functions in chats so that you'll know what each one is doing. Right.
Come on, boyos.
We got.
Tax collection.
We already know who the BBG is.
The true fun.
Each one of these guys shows up with a small group, about 3 to 5 of their personal guard, kind of like the town watch guys. Really, they're more to just sort of intimidate anyone who might be mad about their taxes or the problem with the sewer or whatever. Then there are, by early evening, there are about 3 dozen other people. So we've got about 50 or 60 people who are waiting for the Vigraph to arrive. But the Vigraph has authorized that everyone be served whatever they want to eat for dinner. He has commandeered the tavern to provide a dinner for everybody, so that everyone will be well nourished and in good spirits while they're waiting on him.
Sort of talking to the people here, is it unusual that this disease has come about?
Yes,
And
yeah.
then I guess it's quite widespread. And then,
Falsenport is generally a pretty disease-free area. They have
sorry.
Go ahead.
I was thinking, I think we need to talk to or interrogate or at least sort of get closer to and look at the sanitation guy. in case he's been taken over.
Yeah, so none of the Zargraphs appear to have been exposed. At least none of them who are here. There are another 4 or 5 Zargraphs who haven't arrived yet, but none of the 3 who are here currently. But interacting with the Zargraphs, you would gain an understanding that each of these guys are pretty important to the operation of the town. They're the ones who manage the day-to-day activities that keeps the Folsom Port functioning smoothly. And even the tax collector, he's not like a greedy, mean sort of guy. He sees himself as a dedicated community servant and sees taxes as a necessary part of maintaining a well-run town, and he sees his job as to provide a very delicate balance between a taxation level that will support the city without stifling industry.
Sure, but none of them have been like compromised to the machana or anything like that visibly.
No. Why don't I get a round of insight checks?
Is there like chest visible, for example?
There's nothing visible on the Zargraphs, no.
I got a 3.
Good to know you're still rolling the same.
I think you're too busy sucking on some steak.
I'm thinking about that steak. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna cap.
Okay,
Interestingly, the 2 people with the bad eyesight made the check.
about an hour into the wait, Tilden, Connor, and Jeremy, all 3 notice that some of the commoners seem to be unusually quiet. Like they don't seem to be talking. I mean, they don't appear unusual in any, like there's nothing visible on them, but they do seem to be moving purposely, but without doing any sort of communication at all.
We may have a couple of them, boys.
Let's wait. It's unfortunate, but it's best to wait until.
Do you tell me?
Are confirmed.
Oh wait, right, I forgot this one.
I will still
I have an idea.
quietly mention.
Okay, so you mentioned it.
I do. I'm going to mention it telepathically.
What if I walked by one of them and looked at the back of their neck for the cyst that Kelgar has?
Is Kelgar visible on the back of his neck?
Yeah, the first cyst was not visible at all. It's completely internal to the brain functioning.
Yeah, but if one of them shows up on the brainstem, you can do what you see it.
But if they have the same symptoms as Helgar does, except they're controlled, they should theoretically have the same cyst on the back of the head. Sorry, the back of the neck. So they can breathe.
There is.
Let me check something. I'm going to try and think and speak to them telepathically.
Yeah, Helga be able to connect.
It's me. Yeah, boy.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay, so whenever Kelgar does that, what is Kelgar's no, I guess everybody could make a perception check at that point.
This is well. There goes subtlety. Oh boy.
I mean, to be fair, they're connected to his head. We weren't really going to have subtlety.
Well, we could have at least had a plan. I was planning on walking by and looking for the thing, and then we could have done whatever.
All right, so yeah, there's enough there. So it looked like about a dozen of them noticeably shift and look at Kelgar whenever he broadcasts his telepathic message to one of them.
Oh, God.
Are they visibly breathing by any chance?
Most of them are not visibly breathing.
I'm wondering for myself.
Do they have maybe a bump on their chest?
We need
One that
to.
definitely is not a pectoral muscle.
Okay, if they're not making a move right now, that means they're waiting for something to come. Whether that's the actual troops to arrive or whether that's a BBEG to arrive. Either way, it's time to move.
I'll connect everyone here at the party, at least, through telepathy, so that we can have this conversation quietly.
Sounds good.
Okay. We do need to intercept them before they get to the Vigraphs.
Is it worth it to try and save the civilians, or just prioritize getting out alive ourselves?
I think we need
We're
to
gonna have to
prioritize
save the
getting the
civilians.
rebels out alive.
So, are you looking for a new controller?
Stop provoking them.
We need to. If there's
I'm gonna casually start walking around the room, connecting with whoever seems to be like the head, or like whoever seems to be in charge at the table they're sitting at, and telling them, "Do not be alarmed. There's danger. We need you to leave," and just see if I can clear out the building.
Do you clear that with us before you do that?
I mean, do you want me not to?
No, because the second that a civilian hears about that, they're going to panic and they're going to run. The second that a civilian runs, they're going to know the jig is up, and that's when
They
combat.
know the jig is up because Kelgar's trying to talk to them already.
But the
I'm trying
question is,
to lure them into a trap. Excuse me.
we don't have a trap.
Hey, the dessert's being served outside.
Well, they need to go for the Vigraphs, right? Because they're the important people. I guess they could infect everyone in general, but that takes time.
It's likely, but if they get the Vigas, that would be...
Time being a few minutes, actually.
Well,
Take
30 seconds.
I think at some point we just have to yell run. If we want to save civilians, we yell run and have everybody get out. They're going to be able to get out by themselves fastest.
Wait. These are medieval peasants, correct? What if we just have it stage? What if we just stage a brawl outside and cheat? Because everyone's currently merry, at least the ones that aren't sick because of all the food, correct?
That'll probably get
So when there's a brawl outside, it would at least save 45 to 60%.
Does anybody? If these are peasants, does anybody have gold? We could just promise gold to anybody who leaves.
I mean, we
I got a nickname for the group finally.
Oh no!
What is it?
The Sickly Six.
No.
Only half of us are sick at the moment, so no.
If they have not served dessert yet, I will go to the caterers and say you're going to serve the dessert outside. There's not enough room now. Start moving the food outside.
Well, if you're going to lie to them, I should probably. Well,
That's not lying. I'm ordering the cooks to do that.
with the authority. Okay, whatever. You do it.
If you say it with enough authority, sometimes they don't question.
Didn't we just get a noble title equivalent to knight last session?
That's like the highest peasant honor.
Do we have enough tables outside? Well, whatever. Semantics.
Did DM go offline?
Oh, I'm here. I'm having some map troubles. Give me just a second. There we go.
Okay.
He's listening to
I thought you were saying you were having
the
a existential crisis looking at us.
All right, so
Okay.
Oops. The ones
What
you
is the band
identified
group
are in groups, basically 3 groups of 4, and they do seem to have positioned themselves so that they would be like within 1 move and striking distance to the Zargraphs.
That's the So we need to intercept those.
I say we split ourselves up amongst in teams of 2 to defend each.
We're so outnumbered. They're definitely going to die.
They don't have any sort of martial weapons. It looks like they're just using basically things that would be considered clubs, like walking sticks or maybe a big beer mug or something like that.
Still heard
Sure,
us
but-
made it last time.
But the guy's a human, right? He's not like especially hardy as an individual.
So how did you guys join?
The Zargraphs?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Zargraphs are wearing breastplate. Yeah.
Oh, okay. They're actually more. They're not just like peasant people who are good at a job.
Right. But they are unarmed. They didn't bring their weapons with them.
Oh, sure.
So how did you all join the collective? Was it by choice or?
That must be quite rare.
Could I casually move seats over here. One of these.
Yeah.
Or like this one.
No one. They don't seem to be making any aggressive action. Looks like looks like they're waiting for something else to happen.
Oh, you're still new to this. You don't know how to speak through the mind, don't you?
See, we generally only communicate when we have something significant to say.
Significance. What a posh way to saying you're prudish.
Right now
You do know that you exist, right?
I don't even know at this point.
I just got a whole session that's just Kelgar talking to whatever the fuck is in there, trying to reason with it. I need it.
Oh my god!
Before you became part of the collective, you were once a person. You had your own individuality. Let me guess. They told you that individuality is a curse. Nothing to be blessed. You are whole. You're part of the group.
we have our purpose, and our purpose is everything we need. Yeah.
Your purpose is everything you need.
Yeah.
But because you have a purpose, you have wants, desires. Do you not?
Well, we are part of the collective, and our desires are unified with those of the collective. Yeah. The collective's goal is to attain perfection.
But would that make the collective happy?
The collective isn't really concerned about happiness. The collective has its goal, and the pursuit of its goal is satisfaction enough.
But so satisfaction, isn't that the equivalence of happiness?
Happiness is not really something we contemplate. Right? We are either making satisfactory progress towards our goals, or we are frustrated by the fact that we are not. But we're never really happy or unhappy.
Then what will make you all perfect? What designates perfection?
That should be apparent when we attain it. That is the great mystery we hope to explore, is what will happen once the machana does reach perfection.
But see, that's the thing. You'll know perfection when you obtain it, right? What if you assimilate the entire world? Dragons, monsters, Cerberus, even assimilate the nine planes of hell, the demi-planes of dread. And what if you never achieve said perfection, said happiness, said satisfaction?
Yeah, you could cast. This looks like it's gone on for well over an hour, so you could have cast detect poison and disease for sure.
I just like.
This is beautiful. I love it so much.
I'm trying to put wants and desires into a hive mind.
It's like trying to convince a North Korean, yes, there's enough food for everyone.
That example, but
if you actually try and tell someone from North Korea, hey, you can have a haircut that's not one of the 21 state-sponsored ones, it's like, what do you mean you can have a custom haircut?
It's like going to South Korea and be like, just because you work in K-pop doesn't mean you have to enlist to the army. All right.
Go to Japan.
We may be a little off topic here.
what the fuck is happening?
All right. I need a Constitution saving throw from everybody.
Oh no.
Including me?
Yes, including Kelgar.
He has to make it twice.
Oh! Hey, 23!
This is one of the DCs of 10.
Damn it.
That's like I'm missing somebody who didn't make their Constitution saving. Killing Kelgar.
Karkash, I think.
Oh, Jackaron. No, who did not make? No, Jackaronda did. He has an 11.
Karkash. I believe it's Karkash.
That's Yapka. No,
Yeah.
wait.
Kardash needs to make the
another
Constitution.
conflict.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Okay. Connor.
In the arms of an angel.
Connor, when you complete your detect poison and disease, you detect.
Hold up, my total's a 12.
Oh, okay. You detect a disease amongst everybody except for Karnath, Kelgar, and Tilden, including like every single person in the room, and the 12 Machana are not diseased. But everybody except for those 3 and the Machana, including the Zargraphs, are also diseased.
Holy shit, this plague. Do I know what kind of disease is it? Is it the blind plague? Sight plague? Or is it something else?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you also get to know the kind of it. So about half of them also have sight blindness, but by far the most common disease is called cackle fever. Here, I'll pull it. Okay.
So you guys still want me to talk to the hive mind?
No. Yes.
Sure, but go ahead.
What the fuck, dude?
We have no better plans until something happens. Like,
And for only satisfaction and completion of your goal. If so,
That's in the
What can we-
it's in the DMG on page 257 if you want.
Oh.
But that's what
Lots of read.
Uh-huh.
Cackle fever.
Cackle or cackle fever. For some reason it got rid of all the first letters.
Sometimes manifests 24 hours after infection.
Yeah, I don't know how that happened, but yeah, it's there's a C at the beginning there. It's cackle fever. Yeah.
What page, sorry? Is it on the DMG?
There's a mild problem with this that some of the
Say again, sorry?
There's a
257.
mild problem with
257, okay.
I mean, again, if the goal is satisfaction, then completion and satisfaction, then why go about it in such a obvious way?
It's a bit of Discord, so it's readable.
There are about 90 different ways you could attempt this. Attacking the town square and murdering people rather inconspicuously is not one of them.
The Machana typically do not kill anybody.
Oh? Then what do you call what happened yesterday?
Well, we wounded a lot of people unconscious in the expectation that they would join the Machana. Many of whom did. Yeah.
Many of them did join, did they?
Yeah. Why would we kill future members of the collective? That would be self-defeating. That would be destroying our potential resources.
I don't know. Just that not everyone can survive being stabbed in the chest with a sword.
I think that's their problem, honestly.
I mean, there are many other ways you could have dealt with it.
Can I run under the Vigraphs and like put them in one of the rooms like they have in keep quarters, just so there's like a bit of a bottleneck?
Yeah, so you're going to notify the Vigraphs that they're in danger and try to move them? Okay. Okay, probably the most secure would be the tavern keeper's quarters up in the...
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
And so...
Oh, one question from the... So once you're affected and you pass the saving throw from the thing... Oh no, I made loads of checks, didn't I? So each stab is essentially a new infection. You didn't become
a new possible infection. Now, once you fail the first saving throw, you will... There'll be no further effect until the second saving throw is resolved. Right, so you might fight it off, right? You might beat the DC by 5 and fight it off, or you might succumb to it. But during that interim, there's no further effect from the excretion.
Right. Sorry, my point was just that each infection is a new save. You don't just like do it once and you get over it forever.
Correct.
You don't become immune.
Yeah. All right. So when Karnath starts herding the Zargraphs to safety there, that's going to put us into initiative at that point.
This is when I slowly regret not making a Death-Away cleric that looks like a plague doctor.
And I got a 4. Oh fuck! Not this again.
Well, roll again. I hadn't cleared out the so.
And Karnath still gets that 0.14 above me.
You're getting rid of that every time.
What's your dex? You could do.
I have a 0.
No, well then I would go high. Why are you running with advantage? Why is everyone running with advantage?
I think it's beyond 20.
You just have to press it in and choose on normal roll.
Yeah. Do that instead. Ask every time. Oh boy, I can't wait to be last.
Oh, that's a lot of machana.
12 of them, yeah. Tilden goes first. So Karnath says, you Zargraphs, you guys are too important to be hanging out in the common room with all these machana. Let's get you someplace safe. And then they all draw their clubs and say, yeah, we don't want the Zargraphs someplace safe.
What a shame.
And this is exactly what we just talked about. You're all very, very aggressive. There are peaceful ways to delegate this.
I mean, I don't know if you played Stellaris, but I don't think the Jester of Consciousness can do diplomacy.
Now we have this peaceful establishment with this year.
Okay, so what is Tilden going to do?
I'm sorry. I know. So who is threatening us?
Well, so Karnath went to tell the Zargraphs to move into the safety of the Tavern Keeper's quarters. And whenever they started moving in that direction, these 12 suspicious commoner-looking folks all sort of drew their various clubs and make an aggressive motion towards the Zargraphs.
I am not going to fire the first shot. I am going to ready an action. The first one of them that attacks a party, one of my companions, I will produce fire and throw that at them.
Okay.
They're so hasty.
Well, right. So that one dashes up to there.
Oh, those are civilians.
This is not a party.
Oh, it is the Zargraph that people were trying to save.
All right, Patches, show me what you got.
The Zargraph doesn't really know what to do, so he's going to dodge. He doesn't want to provoke from him trying to move away from him.
All I ask is you don't get hit.
Oh, they're surrounded.
Oh, yeah, he doesn't work, does he?
Which Zagreb is that one in particular? Was it Klaus, Mans, or Andre? This one?
Yeah, let me put their actual names on there. Sorry.
All right.
So where are the other two?
I messed up. I
two?
always do that.
There's 1, 2, and then 3.
Sorry, I just realized I didn't actually roll advantage in roll 20. Oh, well, I deserve that. Yeah.
That's a lot of commoners. Finally, Karnat's turn. So they all dash just around the Zargraphs, and it is Karnat's turn.
Yeah. Well, I'm just going to shout, that there are machana amongst us. Just to sort of get everyone to know what's going on. And I guess I'll sort of get on this table, draw my axe, and then swing at the one beneath me.
Ooh, that's spicy.
This is another one, not a crap.
Well, that's okay. That's still enough to kill these now. Anything else from Karnat?
I'll move towards the Zargraph. That's it.
It's Tilden, Karnat, and Kelgar. Tilden, Karnat. Okay. All right, Kelgar's turn.
Wait, are these? Hold up. Is everyone within this circle? Like, is anyone with a white border Machana?
No, this is no. I'm going to ping the Zargraphs for you.
Thank you. Zargraph.
Could you mark them with a token, like a red circle or something?
Purple.
So we won't
Purple for royalty. I'll give them purple for royalty.
All right.
Is the guy with the green border? Is he not a Zargraph?
Right. Everybody else in there. Everybody else around those are the Machana commoners who had infiltrated the meeting.
You know, I was always told that's 30 feet. I was always told to tip the bar waitress, the bar maidens. I'm going to rage.
Tip them with the halberd.
Yep, my new baby, my precious. That's a 15.
Okay. That's now these guys are armor class 10. They're easy to hit.
All right. That's 12 plus 2. But you can't exactly tip them if they're already dead. That's 14.
Okay.
You can't exactly tip them if they're already dead. So...
There we go. Karnath, Tilden, and Keldar. Okay, Kardash falls prone, laughing uncontrollably, and then try a Constitution saving throw at the end of your turn.
Oh, not my little buddy.
This is one disease. Oh no!
Oh, not my buddy.
Isn't it funny?
Oh wait, I didn't make a Constitution.
Disengage.
Tip the waiter. That was hilarious. Falls prone laughing.
It wasn't that funny. Like even Kelgar's like it wasn't that funny. You all right?
Okay. And then the last Zargraph will go ahead and dodge as well. Karner falls prone. Make a Constitution saving throw at the end of your turn.
Yep. Hang on, I accidentally closed D&D.
A quick question then. Would I, on my turn, be able to, as interacting with an object, give the guy a hand axe?
Oh yes, the sickly 6.
Oh, give the Zargraph. Are you wanting to give the Zargraph a hand axe?
On my turn, as interacting with an object, is that a thing?
Yeah, you can do that.
Oh, that's my turn.
Yeah, you could toss a hand axe to one of them to feet. Which one are you going to give a hand axe to?
This is kind of. I'll do it on my turn, but
okay.
I can't do it yet.
Actually, that's not going to work. He's going to run. Okay. Tilden's not affected by the faculty, so he can act normally.
Oh, he's not affected by faculties? But he's within my attack range.
No, it's Tilden's turn. Tilden does not have cackle fever yet.
Okay. No, I'm talking about this dude right here.
Oh yeah. He moves up. So you have pole arm master? Is that what you're saying?
Oh no. I was just asking because attack of opportunity. That's why.
Sorry, I dropped by sound for a second there. Did any of them ever attack?
No, all they did was dash. They were not close enough to move and attack. So they just dashed up and surrounded the Zargraphs. But back to Kelgar. How do you have an attack of opportunity when he moves up there? That's what I'm asking.
No, because he went from here to here. That's all I was asking. I was confused.
No, I thought this was a Zargraph down here, but it wasn't. The only place he could move was to move up next to that Zargraph. So yeah.
Okay. Yeah, then it's fine. I was just confused for a second.
Yeah. All right. What did you ask, Tilden? I'm sorry.
I was just asking if any of them attacked, and you had already answered the question. So.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, all they did was dash up and surround the Zargraphs.
Is it my turn now?
Yes, we are back to Tilden.
Please don't tell me you're sick.
I don't know what's going on. I will do the same thing. Ready in action to hit someone with produce flame if they attack one of my companions.
Okay. Are you considering the Zargraph your companions or not?
No, I am not.
Okay.
Why?
We want to protect them? Okay, I will include the Zargraph
Yeah,
as allies then.
I did. Machana on his turn did say, we have the Machana monsters.
Okay, I didn't catch that. So
Yeah,
I will amend my ready action. If either my companions or the Zargraphs are attacked, I will attack the attacker.
Okay. That one is attacking a Zargraph.
I will attack it with a produce flame then.
Wait, how come Jacaranda didn't go?
It's because I rolled initiative, and then I realized that I didn't have my character selected, and by then somebody had already gone. But I was at the top of the initiative order because I'm a rogue and super fast. It's totally fine.
Oh.
It's my fault. So only.
You need to reorder the initiative, though. Yeah. Okay, cool.
Okay, so
I hit a 22 AC for 6 fire.
Okay. All right, so we got to take care of a couple of Jacaranda. So your first turn, you would have fallen prone laughing, and then make a DC 13 Constitution save at the end of your turn. Are you ready?
Blind, laughing till they're unconscious, and then there's me, the hive mind.
Oh. Jacaranda, I need a DC 13 Constitution save from you. Okay. So now in your second turn, you get to act normally. Oh, but I forgot. Connor and Kartash take some damage, some psychic damage as well. So.
Was it 1d6? Was it 1d10?
D10.
Oh, that's not good.
Yes.
Okay. So 4 to Connor and 6 to Kartash. All right, now we're back to John.
I only take 3. Thank you. Resistances.
Oh. That's an unusual resistance. That's good. All right, so it is now, but Jacaranda made his saving throw at the end of his first turn, so he does get to act normally on his second turn. So you would start out prone, but then you have your full range of actions.
Right. Okay, so I guess I'll get up, and then let's see. I'm probably not considered hiding. I'll use a bonus action to hide, and then I'll just shoot at. I'm assuming all the smirky girl faces are problems.
Yeah, everyone that doesn't have a purple dot on them is a problem.
Okay. In that case, I'll use. So I only have 15 feet. Yeah, I need to get in range. 3, and from there, I'll shoot it, Actually, no, I'll just take a dash action. It's better to get... No, I can do that as a bonus action! I forgot I'm rogue, so I'm speedy. Zoop over here, and then I'm going to shoot whichever problem does not look injured.
Yeah, really one hit is going to take him down.
Well, I'll shoot the one that's surrounded by the civilians.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that hits. Their armor class 10.
Nice.
In that case...
Okay.
I keep forgetting it adds sneak attack for me. Alright, so 15.
Yeah. Okay. Anything else, Rhonda?
Alright. What? Sorry?
Anything else from Jacaranda?
No, I think I'm good.
Alright, so this one is going to try to hit the Zargraph in front of him.
Oh, thank God all the Zargraphs are dodging.
And 11 will miss the Zargraph.
That was almost a crit.
I'm glad these guys don't have tactics.
Instead,
Feeling really sick today. Feeling really slick today.
that one misses the Zargraph. Let's see.
Not one.
Oh, okay.
That's 17. Maybe a problem.
All right. So this Zargraph is hit. 4. And he says, "Oh, they got me. I'm feeling poisoned."
Oh no.
Escort quest failed.
We have the scroll, so this is the only time I think it would actually be useful.
It probably.
So whoever does have it, I think, should probably try and cure.
Hopefully it's not me.
Okay, so they pretty much whiffed.
Actually, let me get that one out.
Sorry, Patches, you're going to have to go. Double quit.
Oh,
Three.
oh
But
no.
that Zargraph is okay. Took a little bit of damage, 3 points of damage, but he's not poisoned.
They're even bloodied.
That
No,
double crit
no,
concerned me.
They have 11 hit points, so
Okay. More than most.
they are nobles. In case you might as well.
Okay.
Sure. Okay. You said breastplate?
Correct. So armor class 15.
Oh.
Yeah, he died. She died.
He's going to continue dodging. He doesn't realize yet that they're not going to keep attacking him.
Hey, doesn't produce flame go off? Or did it already go off?
It already went
Oh,
off.
yeah,
It
it's
killed one
triple.
of them. Yeah. And it is Karnath's turn.
I'm going to attack the one above me. 12 hits. I think minimum damage kills them anyway.
Yeah.
Not bad, not bad.
It's this one, right? Not that one.
Oh, Okay.
Yeah, this one.
The woman.
Okay.
And then I'm going to move up and then hand the purple dressed fellow a hand axe.
Okay.
So at least he has something to defend himself with if he feels like it.
Okay. Anything else from Karnak?
That's my turn.
Okay. Kelgar's turn.
I'm gonna move up here and poke this dude to death. But I'm gonna do it stupidly, which means reckless attack. Let me just set this up for advantage. Not 20.
Okay. He's going to go down. Anything else from Kelgar?
Oh wait, it doesn't. Hold up. It doesn't. Give me a sec. Oh wait, it did read that.
Yeah. If you just click on the red bar where it says Halberd +1, it'll show you the damage.
All right.
Yeah. But your minimum damage kills him anyway. So.
Yeah.
All right. So Kartash, at the end of your turn, attempt another Constitution saving throw. All right. You are no longer laughing hysterically. You will be able to do something next turn.
Woo.
Connor, give me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh boy. There you are.
Still laughing uncontrollable.
Is that 2 crit fails?
Yes.
That is 2 crit fails.
Unfortunate.
It's going to miss.
I'm like, I don't know take this time around.
That's going to miss. All right, Tilden's turn.
I will move over here. I've got line of sight on this one that I'm hanging. I will do Clues for Name. Even though the range says self, when you throw it, it's 30 feet. So AC 14, 4 points of fire.
It's just what you need to take them down. Jacaranda's turn.
And done.
You know, this place is getting a very corpsey.
Most places we hang out intend to do that. All right, I'm gonna bonus action hide, and then I'm gonna. Well, actually, no, they go down in 1 hit anyway. I'll shoot the one that's not next to any of our party. The one above the one that Josh is fighting. Does that make sense?
That makes sense.
Okay.
This one right here.
And cute.
Hey,
That's too good.
that's pretty good.
I'm assuming that hits.
Yeah, and your minimum damage, I think, will kill him. Yeah.
Another nat 1.
Right, it is Karnath's turn.
Yeah. move up, and if they're above me, I'll swing out. I might as well recklessly do this. They're not going to try and kill me.
Is it the one on the left or the one on the right that you
Above. The one on the left is the Vigraph, and the one on the right is Kelgar.
Well,
Neither of those.
this one, yeah.
Well, I'll move up. Actually, I'll move around.
Okay. And it is Kelgar's turn.
That's my turn.
I'm gonna jab this guy with reckless abandon. Wow.
I think he did.
11 hits.
You probably did.
The plus one's also to the attack roll,
I know.
but you've not factored that in.
Hey, that's a 10. That's 13, 15.
Anything else from Kelgar?
I'm gonna move right here.
Okay. Kartash's turn.
All right. So there's only a couple left at this point. Are there any that are left, like, relatively uninjured?
Yeah, there are two that haven't been hit. It seems to be one hit seems to take them down pretty much, and there are two that are left.
Minion.
Is there anyone seriously hurt?
No, a couple of nobles have taken a little bit of damage. One of them is poisoned, but
Should I use the... Yeah. I'll just firebolt one of the hurt ones. Or one of the remaining two.
uh, 13 hits. Yeah.
What was that? What was that in that one for? I'm concerned.
I'm pretty sure that's poison.
Okay.
It's the tumor, isn't it? I've gotten the cancer.
Probably the Vigraph. Zargrath? Not the pronounce that correctly.
It is Connor's turn.
On saving throw, I'm assuming.
What's that? I'm sorry. Oh yeah, right.
I'm assuming I'm the right.
Yeah.
Yep. Also, what's the damage that I get from? Oh, wait, finally.
Think you only get damaged once?
You only get damage
I'm
when
pretty
you initially go into the spasms. Yeah. It's not it's not 1d10 every round. It's just the one at the beginning.
I see. Oh, that's my turn. Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. All right, it's Tilden's turn. There's one left up.
One bad guy left. I will move around here so I can get line of sight on this. Is this the bad guy?
This is
The bad commoner?
that is the bad guy.
Poke him. Hit him with that nasty poke.
I'm actually going to burn them.
Savage.
1 point of fire damage.
That did not kill him. No.
So I'm blasting in his face.
You just singe their eyebrows.
I am down.
What happened to my straight blonde hair? Now it's puffy and ash-ridden.
Jacaranda's turn.
Right. Okay. Man, that clump is still just the only enemies, huh? Alright. I'll shoot the one, I'll shoot one of the ones that's next to Kilgore.
Is anyone?
But yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter to me. If I hit it, I kill it.
You might hit me by mistake, though. So, be careful.
Fine.
A big loss.
Everyone's hurt.
These are bolts.
Bolts hurt,
They do.
as proven by the dead body that's next to me.
All right. So,
Alright, then.
so Zargraf Mans is poisoned, but he is still poisoned. He can feel the poison.
He's still in the early stage.
Yeah, he hasn't. He's not in telepathic communication. Like Zelgar can't talk to him.
Oh, he's fine.
Cure him as soon as possible, whomever can.
I'm going to need a second to calm down. I felt them die, so that's gonna. They don't shut up either.
Yeah, there's no telepathic communication going on right now.
I just like the thought that once they die, they just keep talking until their body just ceases.
What are we going to do about Zargraf Mans there?
What about our mates?
Zargraf Mans is having to make poison saves right now.
So yeah, we either whoever's best at using the scroll needs to use the scroll.
I'm sorry.
Whether it's Kana or Kartaj.
I'm sorry. I just want to say he actually beat the save by 5, so he fought off the poison on his own. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Hold on, let me check something. Beep bop, beep boop, beep bop, beep, beep boop. Okay, they're fine. They're fine.
Yeah. So the crowd is surprised and terrified that because these 12 commoners they were all people who were well known in the community. These weren't strangers. Like when they showed up at the town meeting, everybody thought, "Oh, this is just the guy down the street who's coming to the town meeting." They were recognized by the other townsfolk.
So you guys want to lie or should I?
I'm probably best at it.
I mean, what's alive there if they actually were taken over?
And I know, but do you really want to tell these people that? So I guess
Well, I already have said.
I guess the lie would be, oh, they were assassins sent here to kill the Vangraffs.
How would we lie? Just tell them that they were infected. They know that people already know that this is going on. Why would we lie? What's our advantage?
There is no reason.
They don't go insane. That's one. And people might start panicking. You know how people do.
They're
They're going to make their way.
How did the Zelgar do right now?
I mean, one of them's bloodied. One of them took. They each took 3 points out of their 11 hit points of damage. So they're scratched, but they're not in any danger.
Upon inspecting these guys like as closely as one can, is there any visible components of the kind of curse?
Only the excretion ducts. They have no visible cysts yet. So it looks like
Where is that?
they were probably converted very recently. Like,
Where is the? Oh, okay, that's good to know. Where's the excretion things? Is it?
it's on the wrist, right? Okay. This like Kelgar, this is a thing for him too. So whenever the first cyst forms, also in each of your wrists, a duct opens up that produces the excretion, so that it will flow down your hands and onto any weapon you might carry.
Is that like an instantaneous thing that you do on your turn?
Well, it has a recharge. So after it's used, it takes a certain number of turns. Well, it recharges on a 5 or 6 before the enough excretion builds up on the weapon again to be a threat.
So, is it constantly producing this thing, or is it a thing that you coat the weapon with it using some sort of like action or whatever?
Yeah, once your weapon is sufficiently coated, it doesn't just keep flowing freely. Yeah.
Wait,
Okay.
since I'm a sentient one that's away from the collective, can I use the secretion to bring people into my own collective purely out of spite?
You do not have the necessary mechanisms to be a controller.
I was gonna say I'm totally down for just fighting a cult with a cult and just
The Kelgar army shall rise.
Is it like translucent, or is it a color to it? Just if it's visible at a glance.
Yeah, it's sort of it's translucent. It has a green hue to it. It's kind of like a mucus sort of feel to it.
Okay. Well,
like it will.
Since
flow,
these guys,
it will flow, but it's not like it's not. It doesn't flow freely. It kind of has to ooze down and onto the weapon.
Sure, but it is visible at a glance.
I assume that it's a free action.
Yes, once you recognize what it is, you can tell whenever a machana's weapon hasn't a sufficient amount to actually deliver the poison. Yeah.
Okay. So the task at hand is that these people were turned recently, so there are more elsewhere. Probably quite close by.
I said we should burn the bodies.
Well, they're dead now, but it doesn't matter what is done with them. So there are more Zargraphs to arrive?
We're waiting on one more Zargraph and then the Vigraph.
Do we know where they would be approaching from? I don't want them to get ambushed, for example.
We do, yeah, and actually, but as we are discussing that, Zelgar overhears a telepathic message, and it's very short. It says 3 at the front, 3 at the back. Take out their guards first. So, is there anything we want to do? Anything we want to do in response to that?
I tell the party, everyone group up. We're about to be ambushed.
Okay, yeah. Let's get the Zargraphs into the quarters.
Okay.
That's not exactly a wise idea because the second we lose sight of them, they could be put at risk.
I guess so.
Hold on.
Was that there?
The door, like right here.
Are we going to hold the big
That's a
room,
window.
or are we going to?
Yeah,
Or are we going to
that's the
stay in
shuttered window.
Somebody coop up with the 3 people. Coop up with the Zargraphs.
Can I, with the Smith's book, can I just hammer the windows shut?
Actually, we're going to go into initiative right there.
Alright.
Oh shit! Again with this.
Oh.
Did you say troglodyte? Oh, this does not bode well.
Okay. Is everybody in initiative? Does everybody get in there? Anyone who didn't, I guess I should say.
Oh, I might not. We're rolling again? Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, yeah, I can just...
Okay. Oh, all right. So just as we go into initiative, through this open door at the north, a poison canister flops into the middle, and it looks like it's going to affect Tilden, Karnath, Kartosh, and Kilgar. So I need here.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Would you like a save?
I would very much love to save.
Okay. So a DC 13 Constitution save, taking 13 on a fail or 6 on a success.
$15.
So it looks like Tilden takes 13, Karnath takes 6, Kelgar takes 6. And I need and Karkash takes 6.
They're just trying to tire us out so they can infect us. Be careful.
And that came through this door right here.
Is effective.
And it will be Jacaranda's turn.
Okay. So.
3 in the front, 3 in the back.
Okay. 3 1 on the back. I'll actually get behind the table, use my bonus action to hide. I'm certainly making an attempt. And as soon as I see somebody, as soon as I see a troglodyte within my range, I'm going to shoot it. Because I see them. Wait, what? Wait. Yeah. As soon as I see a troglodyte within my range, I'm going to shoot it.
Okay. What about Kelgar? What's Kelgar going to do?
They're at the front door, right?
That's correct. They haven't actually been visible yet, but we presume they're at that front door. You heard 3 at the front, 3 at the back. So
I'm going to run to the back door and try and slam it. This is the back door, right?
well, yeah, there are 2 doors. One
Let
here
me make sure I can actually do that.
and one here.
Yeah, I can do that.
Why can I not select my tokens?
I'm going to try and slam it and barricade it shut. Do I need to make a check or?
Give me just a second. I'm having trouble selecting the right tokens. I keep selecting the map.
It's probably a layering issue. Oh, I can select them. These are the 3, right?
Right. Uh-huh.
Yeah, for some reason I could select them.
Okay, now I can.
You got it?
Yeah. Okay, so Kelgar is going to run up and try to shut the door. I understand that right?
Yep.
Okay.
Do I need to make any checks or is that perfectly fine?
Yeah, so make me a strength check there.
Oh, just a straight up strength? All right.
Oh no.
Of course, it's a 10. Knowing these guys, they got.
All right, so you hold the door. Yeah. Well,
All right.
I lost. Oh, there it is. Okay.
What? The other brew is on the other side.
Right, so one comes rushing in from down there. That will trigger Jacaranda's ready to action if he wants to take a shot at that.
I absolutely will.
Okay.
Does he see me?
Make me a stealth check.
I already did. You got a 14.
He does not see you, no.
Excellent. In that case. Wait, what? Oh no, that's damage twice. Sorry.
And Kendall's going to miss him. Someone's got a lot of noise going on in the background there.
A 16?
I'm so sorry. I had to feed my dog.
A 16 misses?
Yeah, I'm showing a 10. Oh, that was damage. I'm sorry. I'm showing a 7.
Yeah.
I'm showing you rolled a
That's
7.
also I'm sorry. I accidentally rolled damage twice. But wait a second. What the fuck? Why did it roll 3 times? Okay, so I had advantage because I hid, right?
Yes. So you'd have a 14.
Yes.
Wait.
Yeah, the 16 was last, which was probably just a misclick.
A 14 does hit them, yes.
Okay, so I'm so sorry. This is really weird.
Right, so that's going to be 10 piercing, and so 13 total. He appears to take only about half that damage.
Okay. That's not awesome.
That is not fantastical.
Okay. It is Tilden's turn.
Okay. I need healing. Do we have a cleric handy, or should I use my own?
I can definitely expend the spell slot if you'd like next turn.
Which one are you? Can you ping yourself? Ooh, back in the room. I'm actually going to be out here fighting, so I will go ahead and cure myself. I don't carry cure wounds. I carry healing word for ranged healing. So I will do that as a bonus, and then I will move up here next Elgar and assist him with the door.
Thank God.
Okay.
I have an 8 strength as a halfling, so it's pretty feeble. But hey, I am there.
You at least get advantage.
Yeah.
He just swing his legs.
Yeah, man.
You know what?
I'll brace his ankles if I have to. Go ahead.
Actually, I need a DC 13 Constitution save from the cackle fever. I forgot about Jacaranda and Tilden.
Sorry, what?
You're still suffering from cackle fever. Until you're cured. That's going to trigger every time we go into initiative. So I need a DC 13 Constitution save.
Who was this?
So Connor.
Oh, come on. I think I know where I got all those nat 20s from last session.
Yeah.
I'm starting to think one of the enemies just has portent, and it's just been fucking with us.
You got your card to do something? Nah, important.
Oh, word? You trying to do something? No, that's in that one. Have fun.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Oh, bro, I'm gonna make some coffee.
Oh, they're trying to break the windows.
I think we have couples as well.
Okay, this one This one breaks through the window, but that's as far as he's going to be able to go with breaking through the window. It is Karnath's turn.
Okay. The range of a javelin. I guess 30 feet. That's not bad. Yeah. Alright. I'll throw a javelin. 12.
12 hits. Yep, 12 hits.
Sure. For 6.
Looks like he takes half damage on that. Karnath's turn. Oh, that was Karnath. Sorry. All right, Kartash is still suffering, so he needs to make a Constitution saving. No, wait, he was never. I was wrong, but who were the three who were not affected by Cackle Fever? It was Kelgar, Karnath, and one other.
Well, I wasn't affected because I have to deal with it last combat too. So
yeah, it's the same three. You have to complete a long rest to have a chance to get rid of it.
It's Connor, Kartash, and Jacaranda were the ones who were affected the first combat.
Okay, so Kartash.
I'm affected.
All right, so
I got the plague. Yes.
All right, so. And then make another saving throw at the end of your turn, Kartash, to see if you shake it off.
Right, I'm back.
All right, so Kartash is still afflicted.
I take the 1d10.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
1 damage.
Yeah. Yeah. Ooh, big one on Connor there.
Yeah. Oh, this does not bode well.
Okay. All right, Jacaranda, I need a Constitution saving throw from the Cackle Fever.
Constitution?
Yes. You are not affected this time around.
Okay.
And it is your turn.
All right. Let me see here. What about this?
Are we still taking damage from that grenade?
I'll go on the one coming from the back that's closest to me. The troglodyte there. I don't know. I don't have a lot of options.
No, the person was just a single canister that was just a one-time effect at the beginning of combat. It's not an ongoing thing.
Okay,
Yeah,
I apologize for interrupting her turn. I just didn't. I thought she was taking ongoing damage from that.
Okay, sorry to interrupt you, Jacaranda. What are you going to do? You're going to shoot at one of the ones on the south?
Yeah, I'm going to shoot at the one on that's on the table. Fuck, I don't have anything. I have 3 different weapons, and they're all piercing. All right.
Does it look like a natural resistance, or are they very angry?
No, they have a hardened carapace that looks like.
I keep doing that. That's so annoying. Sorry, that's bad. Oh, that's a crit, though.
That's a crit.
Yeah.
That's a crit.
All right, so
Doesn't matter because they're resistant to literally all of my damage.
That's 17 plus 20. That's 21. They take 10 points of damage.
17. There's no sneak attack there.
Oh, he doesn't get sneak attack?
Why would he?
Right. That's 8.
Okay. Anything else from Jacaranda?
Yeah, I'm gonna book it. Let me see, what else to work? I don't have a lot of. No, I'm not gonna move. I'm just gonna. Well, I'm gonna dive behind the table and go to hide.
Okay.
See, there guys are above you, by the way. Just up there.
All right, it is Kelgar's turn.
Yep. I'm going to have to abandon the door. So I'm going to... Oh, exactly. I'm going to rage and swing with the +1. Recklessly. Come on. Big numbers. Good enough. Did it not register? It didn't register. God.
Is your Beyond 20 not rolling on to roll 20?
It is not right now. Hold on, give me a sec. Oh, this is going to bug me. This is going to bug me.
What is it?
I don't know.
Oh, okay, there we go.
Finally.
That appears to do full damage.
+2, that's 11.
Okay. Anything else with Kelgar?
Well, I used up my bonus action. So I'm kind of stuck right now.
Okay. All right, so now Kelgar begins to hear the controller talking to her, saying, "Yeah,
Oh, not this shit again.
What is it you're doing, my brethren? You are a part of the collective, but you are not following our desires. Who are you answering to?"
Me, myself, and I. It's called free will.
Okay. All right, so is Tilden going to try to keep the door? You feel that the one outside is not really... Well, never mind. I guess we'll wait till Tilden's turn. But no.
Yeah. Well, he kind of has to now because that brute is... It's its turn.
Yeah. It just dashes through the open window.
Of course it does. Of course it does.
That's 10, so that's good.
I feel like I'm fighting hunters in Resident Evil and I only have to use a pistol.
Mm-hmm.
This is not my day. Oh!
All right. Now it's Tilden's turn.
Okay, so do we observe that they're resistant to regular weapons?
Piercing damage, it seems.
In particular, piercing damage.
piercing damage.
Yeah. Slashing seems to go through just fine. Like if you're able to cut them open, but if you're just trying to poke a hole in them, it seems to be resistant to that.
I'm going to wall shape into a brown bear. Do you have a brown bear icon?
Oh, let me see.
Or I have the stats on my builder, but I don't have the icon.
Really good.
Yeah, I am large.
Large. You mean thick?
I don't have access to it.
Both.
Yes. Dummy thick.
I'm going to go up to this one.
With 3 C's.
Quality.
Actually, Jacaranda.
You're under control of the bear.
Okay, guys, let me. I would like to protect Jacaranda. I've got a 40-foot movement as a brown bear. Can I get to this one?
Yeah,
Probably
it's 25 feet to get to him. Yeah.
Okay, excellent. When I get there, I am going to attack it with multi-attack. And I'm going to do that register a bite.
They probably taste terrible.
And that is piercing. Oh. However, I also am going to do a claw. And that is flashing. So 14 points. Half.
Okay. Yeah, he took full on this.
And
the claw ripped into him with no problem.
Okay. And as a bonus action, I am going to heal myself for 1d8. Oh wait, no, my form hasn't taken damage. Never mind, that's only for my form. I am done.
And isn't it a bonus action to shapeshift?
It is a bonus action to shapeshift, so I could not have healed myself. So that was a bonus, a move, and then a multi-attack action.
Hey man, if it works, it works.
Connor, make me that saving throw.
Are y'all ready for the next nat one?
Yes.
Yo.
Oh. So at the end of your turn, the counting stops.
I was ready for that nat one. I was ready for that nat one.
I was honestly bracing for it.
I did tell us that.
Really?
Oh my goodness.
This is not boding well.
You dislike you.
23 to hit the bear for 6 points of piercing.
Okay, got it.
20 for 3, and does an 11 hit the bear?
The bear's AC is 11.
Okay. Oh, so 11 does. So a total of 14 damage to the bear.
Okay.
Karnath's turn.
Yeah. Terms movement for that. Can I do that fine?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can do that.
Cool. Then I'll do that. I guess I'll rage, do some damage. Then I'll sing it recklessly. $13.
13 hits.
15 damage. That's right then.
That one goes down. Anything else from Karnath?
No, that's it.
Do you have enough movement to move up to the other one?
No.
Kartesh, I need a DC 13 Constitution saving throw. No, still laughing hysterically.
Cortex might die here.
He has to roll an 8 or higher on the damage to knock me down.
Mm-hmm.
This is when he rolls a 10.
Stop.
Oh, they're coming closer.
I do take the damage again, don't I?
No,
actually,
you don't take damage from in the initial onset. No. You don't take it each round.
Okay.
All right, so this guy here that has already been injured by Kelgar, he seems to focus slightly on his, and then he is going to provoke from Kelgar.
He's going to do what now?
He's not going to attack his. He's not going to attack. He's going to provoke from Kelgar. He's going to move away from Kelgar.
So, attack of opportunity?
Yeah, Kelgar gets an attack of opportunity if he wants to take it against his fellow machana.
I'll take it, I guess. I don't know. Like,
a 15 hits.
all right, let's see that damage. Let's see that big damage.
Okay.
8.
And this guy now it seems like his carapace has changed slightly, and the slashing was deflected to only deal about half damage. And then he's going to attack Tilden.
Did they just evolve mid-fight? Excuse me?
They just Borged.
You will be upgraded.
Oh, I'm really going to have to rip them in two.
21 to hit, to bite Tilden.
That will hit. 6 points.
And then 5 will miss, and then 21 for 6 more.
I'll take 12.
No, the first one wasn't a crit. It was only 5 points. If he had advantage, it would have been a crit. So it's a total of 11 there.
That's eating through my 10 hit points pretty darn fast.
Jacaranda, I need
You need what?
I need a saving throw. I need a DC 12 Constitution saving throw.
I need a saving throw. I need to be saved from this pain.
These guys emit, when they're in combat, they emit a foul stench.
Nope.
Okay, so you are poisoned. You're poisoned until the start of the creature of your next turn. So you know what poison does? It gives you disadvantage on a bunch of stuff. So
remind me to permanently prepare lesser restoration and protection from poison at the next level.
I will remind you.
But it is Jacaranda. You have your full suite of actions. You just are nauseated by the stench of these guys.
Bad.
I will remind you until the day we die, because this is bullshit.
We should also start making anti-poison.
Okay.
Yo, we need anti-everything at this point.
I think I'm going to bone. Yeah, no, there's not much I can do here. I'm going to make an attempt to stab him at disadvantage.
Oh, an 11 hits them.
Basically hurt.
An 11 hits them. Yeah, they don't have a big AC.
Okay.
They just are annoying to deal with.
Yeah, they just have a bunch of special crap.
Okay. And I'm also going to bonus action disengage
Okay.
and fucking book it.
Dip, bro, dip.
1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so 1. No, there's one that way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Alright. That's my turn.
It is Kelgar's turn.
Fantastic.
Okay. At the beginning of your turn, I need a DC 12 Constitution saving throw. Against
I'm gonna have to make a con saving throw.
You double move 2 players if that's how you did it.
Oh, this is not gonna end well. 7.
Okay, so
Call an ambulance. Not for me.
You're immune to their stench for 24 hours. So. Now it's your turn.
I'm going to walk right here and poke the one I've been attacking in the back.
Okay, this one.
He keeps thinking he can get away from me. Not 20. Not 20. He's. What is escape? What is escape?
What is the advantage?
He's attacking recklessly, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I hate how this is working right now because this is getting on my nerves. I crit it. I want my big crit damage.
Click on the.
Big crit damage.
That's 8 plus 9 plus 3 plus 2. 12 plus 10. That's 22.
Yeah. He's bloodied now. But again, he's
19.
He's still alive after that?
Yes, his carapace seemed to protect him from about half of your slashing damage.
They're adapted. Wait, hold on. From a +1 weapon? My weapon's magical now.
It's the same that you hit with the reaction attack, and nothing's changed since then.
Okay, so you hear the telepathically, you hear the controller telling them, it's like, okay, I guess we're going to have to take out our... Something's apparently gone wrong with this machana. He's malfunctioning. And so this...
Oh, yeah. I'm defective in the fact that I have free will and that I acknowledge that you're a complete bitch.
This was like,
Why is this necessary?
so a 22 can hit Kelgar for 5, which would be halved.
That's going to be 2. That's going to be 2 points.
Okay. So 2, 2, and 3 to Kelgar.
Oh,
I'm on their bad side today.
I'm sorry. How much was that total?
Total of 7. Yeah, 2, 2, and 3.
Oh, 7 total? Okay, got it.
To Kelgar.
That's for Kelgar.
That's for Kelgar.
Oh, Kelgar, not me. I'm sorry. I thought I heard Teldon.
Yeah, they've given up on Kelgar coming to his senses and joining the collective. They're trying to take him down now.
Again with this shit. Again with this shit.
That one is dead. Tilden.
Good. Okay. I will do 2 attacks on this guy.
Oh, I need a DC 12 Constitution save first from Tilden.
How did you get off 3 attacks? That's the question.
And now,
I made that, and
you're immune to their stench for 24 hours. Just so.
okay. What did I do, though? I haven't done it this way. We'll try this. So that was 16 for 5 piercing. The first attack, did he go down?
Yeah, he goes down on that first attack.
Does go down, you said?
Yes. Yep. He's down.
I will direct my second attack, the bite, on the second brute. I'm sorry, this is claws.
Snap his neck. Just use that claw and say.
And a 14 slashing on the second one.
Okay.
And I shake the first one. I am going to, however, also use a bonus action, spend a slot, and heal myself.
That's fine. That's fine.
Oh, nice. 8 points. And
All right, it's Connor's turn.
Just spend half my movement getting back up. We walk over here, open the door, cast Sacred Flame on the brute next to Kelgar.
The goon gets back up. You ain't shit.
Dang it.
Okay. Anything else from Connor?
Oh, that's okay.
I guess he's going to attack the big bear there.
You're drawing aggro.
He's doing a very good job drawing aggro.
Do 12s hit the bear?
yes, they do, for a total of 8.
Yeah. 4 piercing, 4 slashing.
Literally took away all the points I just got back.
They're kind of dicks like that.
I can win that war of attrition.
Nah, he ain't slow.
Oh, he is. I am flanked bear.
This
Yeah,
one
we
right
don't
here.
use flanking now, but he just, yeah. So the 12 hits and the 6s miss, I presume. So that would be 3 piercing to Tilden.
AC 11. Oh, the 12.
Yeah, first one's
Yeah.
as well.
I see it now.
12,
I see it. I just scroll up.
and then the 2 6s on the claws miss.
Quick question: does an attack of opportunity have to be within 5 feet, or does it have to be within the range of my weapon?
The range of your weapon. They have to leave the threat range of your weapon.
What if you... Question about
Then
that.
he
What if you have more than one
caught
range?
Then you could attack with whichever. So if you were like, you had like a whip and a short sword, yeah. If they leave either of them, they would take an attack of opportunity with the weapon that they're leaving.
Okay, so yeah, he broke my halberd. He was within 10 feet, and then he just moved over here.
Yeah, he's still.
He's still within 10 feet.
Yeah.
Wait, he's still within 10 feet?
Yeah.
That's 2 squares.
Oh, no, he's fine. Yeah.
All right. It is Karnath's turn. Karnath, I need a DC 12 Constitution save against their stench.
13.
Okay, you are immune to their stench for the next 24 hours. It's your turn.
Reckless attack this guy. Did 11 hit, or was it 12? I'm looking for?
11 hits it. Uh-huh.
Oh, cool. For 9. 9 slashing.
Okay, he is barely hanging on, but he is still hanging on.
Hanging on to the bear.
That's my turn.
Okay. Kartash.
Kartash, buddy, please. Do something, please.
Yes.
There we go. No longer laughing maniacally. Oh. You'll move up and attack Karnath. I guess Karnath's the closest. 20 for 2, right? And then I believe the 2 claws miss. So
Yeah, the 20 will hit, and that's it. Yeah. So for 2 piercing.
Yeah. Jacaranda's turn.
All right. In that case, I will. I will shoot the one that is 2 spaces diagonal up from me. I'm still at disadvantage.
No, that just lasts until the beginning of your next turn. So you're no longer poisoned. You're not within 5 feet of him now. So.
Well, it doesn't matter. I still miss.
Yeah, 9.
And yeah, I'm still just gonna run back here and hide.
Okay.
So since I'm next to it and you're a rogue, does that give you advantage?
No,
It
it
doesn't
would allow him
give
to
me
make a sneak.
advantage.
No, it would allow him to make a sneak attack, but doesn't give him an advantage.
Got it.
Wow. Okay. I'm doing my best.
Kelgar's turn.
I'm gonna have to try and big brain this right here, and I'm gonna poke him with the halberd.
Okay.
Well, slash at him, you know what I mean. And I'm attacking recklessly. Right. So that's 11 plus 2, 13.
Okay. Anything else from Kelgar?
Repeat that.
Anything else from Kelgar?
You know, I'm gonna be spiteful. I'm gonna bonus action punch him in the face.
How do you have an unarmed strike as a bonus action?
Yeah, you know.
Okay.
No, I can't do that.
Okay.
I wish I could bonus action just punch him in the face. I wish I could, but I can't.
Bonus action scowl.
The 13 doesn't hit Kelgar, right?
No, it does.
Oh, it does? Okay. So we've got 23 for 2 piercing, 20 for 3 slashing, and 13 for 1 slashing.
So that's 2, 3, 1, 6.
Yeah.
No cap. I'm not doing well right now.
It is Tilden's turn.
Okay, the one above me, I'm going to do a bite.
I forgot.
6 piercing.
I completely forgot about their excretions. Yeah. All right.
I was going to ask.
All right.
Sorry, what?
Yeah. And 11 is exactly what you need to hit him. Yeah.
Okay. He's still there?
He's still there. Uh-huh.
And then I will claw him as well.
That's a combo if I've ever seen one. Ow. Ow.
Okay. You can get us down. It is Connor's.
I am done.
Okay. Connor's turn.
Move here. Once again, Sacred Flame on the one next to Helga.
Dodges again.
What is this guy's wrong? Oh yeah, that's my turn again.
I would appreciate it healing, but this is
It would have been a dash, so I couldn't have healed you anyways.
fair enough. Fair enough.
I'll heal you next turn, and I'm within range. So prepare healing word.
11 misses Carnath, right?
Yeah, 15 near to.
All right. So 22 for 1 slashing.
Yeah.
And then I need a Constitution saving throw.
Fine.
Yeah, you succeed.
I'm in the business of Constitution saving throws.
And it is Karnath's turn.
Sure. I'll swing at the almost dead one. Legacy.
The one who's bloodied, you're swinging at?
Yeah, the one who's basically dead.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll up to where.
All right, he's gone. Kartash's turn.
All right.
Kartash, pal, buddy of mine, please.
I forgot we had this guy in the party.
This one.
Busy laughing.
This one down here. I'm gonna go ahead and guiding bolt. God!
No.
Spell. The spell I've been waiting for all day.
Anything else from Karnath?
I don't want to play D&D, guys. I'm just gonna sit here and watch more movies. I'm just...
Bonus action cry.
He's a cleric of the
Bonus action cry. Free action. Whale.
It's going to be 4 on a crit against
I'm going to use my what was it called? Stone's Endurance to reduce the damage of that.
Okay. What does it reduce it to? Will it go away entirely?
Oh, my dice roll actually, so it's reduced and then I resist it and then I reduce it by 4.
Okay, so it deals no damage, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You
have like one turn to kill this.
3 slashing.
So con save on any of these?
Well, it would have been if the first one had actually done any damage. It would have triggered.
Oh, I see.
But because you reduce the damage to 0, he expends it excretion without it actually affecting you.
Perfect.
But you do take the 3 and 2 slashing from the 2 claws.
So,
Jacaranda.
Okay, hooray, it's me again. I'll shoot the one in front of Karnath, right?
Okay.
Yeah. Alright. Come here. Dunk.
And that seems to do full damage to him.
Huh.
Even though it is piercing. Yeah.
I'm not complaining.
Anything else from Jacaranda?
Bonus action hide.
Okay. It is Kelgar's turn.
Drinking a potion is an action, isn't it?
Yes. Uh-huh.
Well, fuck me. I'm back up to 10.
Okay. Uh,
12 hits.
12 hits, okay. For 3. And then a 15 for 4, and then a 6 is going to miss, right? You didn't attack recklessly, so.
I did not. But I'm probably going to win.
Okay.
Are you still up?
He just brought me back down.
Okay.
So where it was.
It seems like you're in more trouble than my friend to the south, so I'm going to go charge up here and attack this guy with my bear stuff.
Yep.
And grand total of 16. modify it and reduce it as you see fit.
Let's see. The slashing was reduced, but not the piercing on him.
Okay.
It is Connor's turn.
That's
Over here and cure wounds on Keldar.
Thank you. Thank you.
Easy max roll.
I'm very much waiting.
Karnath's turn.
I'm going to swing accuracy, just normally. 11 stones.
Ooh.
Okay.
That was saucy. That was saucy.
He's in bad shape, but he's still up. Anything else from Karnath?
No.
Kartash's turn.
I'm just gonna firebolt the one down here.
Okay.
Hey, that hit. That's
Six
fantastic.
He goes down. Anything else from Kartash?
Nope. Just bonus action cry some more.
Jaldaranda's turn.
Pack him up, please.
All right, I'll shoot him. Do I have advantage because I hit?
Yeah, you have advantage. Yeah, 18 beats their passive perception, so you're hidden from them.
Well, doesn't matter.
That's totally low.
Well, I mean,
He's bloody, but he's still up.
that's the worst I actually could have. I think I got 2-1.
Telgar's turn.
Here's for all the marbles. Reckless attack.
Come on.
Yeah,
You're
12 hits.
I know it hits. Why did I?
Right.
That's 11.
Okay.
Hey.
Think up.
Okay.
Guys, one outside. Just one outside. Just one outside. He's a controller, and he calls me the
All right. So there's no obvious threat at the moment. Are we going to do anything right now?
I am going to cure wounds myself.
Okay.
I very much would enjoy cure wounds on my soul.
If he says there is one outside, the bear is going to charge out the door.
Yeah, which way did he say? When you say outside, which way do you mean?
He can't really tell the direction. He just knows that there's one that's within communication range with him telepathically.
All right.
And last time, how long was that, distance-wise? From the square?
Yeah, the last one was about a half a mile. The last one was about a half a mile in there.
Okay, so they could be that far away.
Outside and at least look around.
Yeah, triple dash. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's my regular movement.
We're not in combat.
So let's check on the Vingraphs.
Yeah, I'm just gonna.
Photographs are fine. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna move all the way out here.
I need a wisdom saving throw from Keldar.
Repeat that.
I need a wisdom saving throw from Keldar.
He's currently low.
Did you get that? Wisdom saving throw from Keldar?
Oh, thank you. Wait, that's at advantage, isn't it? Well, that's 19 either way.
All right, so the controller is telling, this is a male voice, telling you can resist as much as you want, but eventually you will join the collective.
Well, I can't exactly join if you're dead already, so...
And
Like if the collective dies, then I can't exactly join a dead Hive.
all right, so and she says, I'm leaving town for tonight. Are you guys going to pursue it or him? I'm sorry, this one's a male. Are we going to try to find him, or are we going to let him withdraw?
I am hunting him, and I'm using my sense of smell because I have bonus on advantage on perception.
Tilden, can I ride on your back?
I am hunting him.
I'm probably faster because I have triple dash.
Tilden, can I ride on your back?
Double, right?
Sure. Grab some fur and hold on, buddy.
Oh, this is going to be fun.
Okay, so Tilden, make me a perception check. Well, actually, which is better for you in bear form, survival or perception?
They are both at +5.
Oh shit!
Nat 20, baby.
Now
I got
fucking
set.
Yeah, so you get the impression that the controller, from the sense you can determine and tracks and signs of egress, that he's probably only about a quarter of a mile away from you, but seems to be moving as fast as he can to get away from you.
Sheldon's going to have to hold on tight because I'm running at full speed.
Okay.
I am also I'm running faster actually with my triple dash.
Yeah, no, you can beat 40.
I have triple because I'm rogue and I can dash as a bonus action.
Right,
Yeah, double.
that's 2 dashes.
I can dash.
I can
dash.
Yeah, I
Two
can
dashes,
run.
not really.
No, he can
But
triple
you
move.
had your regular movement.
He's got his regular
So
movement.
she's
his
30,
dash, and his
30, 30, 30 for a total of 90, and I have 40 and 40 for 80. So she's 10 feet faster.
Hey,
80.
Okay, so with Tilden having the scent, Tilden, you can either continue to try and follow him with perception and stealth, in survival, or you can try an athletics check to outrun him. Whichever of those is better for you.
Instead of doing the checks, if I think I will eventually catch up with him, because I think I am faster.
Yeah, you think you're gaining on him, for sure.
I'm not going to try and push it and exhaust myself. There's no reason to do an athletics check and risk exhaustion. I'm going to just keep going.
Okay, make another perception check for me then.
Come on, Tilden, buddy, you got this. You got this. Hey!
Okay.
Ooh.
And if Jakandara is ahead of me and is about to make a wrong turn, I have silent speech. I will telepathically guide him in the right direction.
right? I knew that. I definitely knew that. Yeah.
I don't know where everybody else is, but I think the three of us are going to get ourselves into hot water.
I'm assuming
I'm just going to follow the bear.
everybody is going.
I'm just going to follow as well.
How long does your bear form last? That second one.
I believe it is I'm looking. I don't see it right off the bat. Let me go check in the
Equal to half your druid level rounded down, so 1 hour.
Okay.
no.
We will be within an hour. We will just be ending the hour by the time we catch him.
Okay.
I'm going to drink a potion of healing before we catch up.
Yeah, you can do that while you're running.
Who's currently extremely injured?
I'm on 15 out of 25.
I'm on 13 out of 23.
I'm good.
Well, you would know this, but the bear is only a couple of points from turning back into a halfling, but I will just rewash it again.
Yeah,
Presumably,
Yeah,
you can be visibly injured.
Shape broken.
I'm going to use it myself then. I will need like 7 HP.
It was playing magic cards.
Anyone got power 4 or greater?
Are we about to get into a sticky situation, boys?
Okay.
Plus 4 as well.
What the hell is that thing on the corner? Ooh.
There we go.
Dude with his hands up.
Okay, I need everybody to roll either a D10 or percentile, and anyone who is below 50, then sometime during the chase here, you were close enough for the controller to have gotten off a single sacred flame against you.
What are we rolling?
I got a 57.
300. I'm
Okay,
assuming,
so
any throw?
let's see, who am I missing? So Connor, I need a DC 12 dexterity saving throw. Okay.
Why roll
God.
a D-tested straight D100?
Just a,
That's
you guys
a
gonna
5.
get a sacred flame if you're below 50.
Yeah, but how do I actually roll the thing without...
Slash R, 1d1.
So Connor takes 1 point of radiant damage somewhere during the chase. Carney, I need a DC 12 dexterity saving throw from you.
But I can see the effect, right?
It's
It's
slash
invisible
what?
effect.
Yes, you can. Yeah.
Oh, slash R.
Then I do with advantage.
Okay.
Didn't matter.
Oops.
Oh, nice. You got 115.
3 points of radiant damage.
15.
Take 3, okay.
Tilden,
Oh, yes. It is Galaxy Brain.
Tilden, I need a DC 12 dexterity saving throw.
Who?
Tilden.
Me. Okay.
Take 6 points of radiant damage.
How much?
6.
That's 6.
Yes. And
Yeah.
I guess 115 out of 1,000 would be less than 50%. So, I see you rolled it. So is that every? So it seems like I'm missing someone.
So if he does 6 points of damage to me, I turn into a halfling, and Kelgar goes to the ground.
No. I don't think Kartash is rolled.
I'm going to roll and keep running.
Yeah, I think I need Kartash still.
Oh, that's it. My apologies.
You know, a 50-50 chance to be targeted with a sacred flame. Well, first, you may
You
not
need
be
to roll a
targeted.
1d100.
Roll a D10 or a D100. Okay.
Oh,
Right, so Kartash takes 8 points of radiant damage, and then just as Tilden is turned back into a halfling, you see the guy has finally given up on outrunning you and is turning to face you. This is him down here. So
Let me guess. It was Van Graff.
get everybody on the road there.
Get off me, you tiefling!
And
I said I'll jump out.
Okay.
Wait, am I getting there first or is the bear getting there first?
It should
we're right
be
here where
in
we are.
order. Decaronda, then me and Kelgar, and then everybody else.
are you ready for the next 2 not 1 con saves?
He is south of us, so
Let's get
Oh
into
my
it.
god, we're fighting the area.
Oh, Jesus.
we need to restructure ourselves.
Whoops.
What are we? What?
Why do I have advantage on that? Oh wait, never mind. I changed it to advantage. Hold on.
So then we're here.
Oh, Warlord.
On a highlight, I only have 1 spell slot left. So
Where are you?
All right, so Tilden, you see the controllers in the middle of the road down there, turning to face you.
Oh, wow, he is down there. It's a long way away.
Well, I'm not about to repeat the same mistake as last time.
Give me just a moment here. I'm going to try something different.
Tilden, do you want to play? Druid Toss?
From the sound of it, no.
It's where I toss it and turn into a bear.
Oh my god. That would do damage when I land, so. I will go ahead. I'm not going to get fancy and do anything unusual. I'm going to go ahead and bonus action wild shape back into a bear. And I'm going to move 40. Not be close enough. I will double move on him. And that's about all I can do. I'm done.
Okay, it is Kelgar's turn.
I'm about to dash. And that's it for my turn.
Okay. Jacaranda's turn.
All right. Regular ass movement. There we go.
Is the casting happening again?
2, 3, 4,
Oh, yeah.
5.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, Jacaranda, I need a DC 13 Constitution saving throw before you move there.
Oh, okay.
This fucking fever is
Yep.
very annoying.
No, you avoid it. So.
So, alright, move there. I'll shoot him. For now, yeah. I'm assuming now.
11 does not hit.
Alright, and then I will bonus action dash to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Yeah, I think that's at least half cover. Alright, that's my turn.
Okay, Karnath's turn.
What's the guy wearing?
He has, looks like a little bit of light armor, and then got some robes.
Oh, dash 60 feet. What's up?
Okay, I need a wisdom saving throw from Kelgar.
Of course.
Oh no.
Pray for me. Pray for me.
Oh, Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name.
Ah! Well.
Okay.
Father who art in heaven, watch this kid gets bodied.
So, Kelgar, you come under the control of Dominate Monster.
Oh.
You're commanded to protect the controller from these heathens, and then convert anybody that you can.
Forgive me,
shit, he has a +1 magic weapon.
Connor, I need a DC 13 Constitution saving throw.
Okay, con save. Well, I'm gonna be useless.
So
I'm going to be a detriment.
Kelgar, how many hit points do you have right now?
Oh, I'm 13.
Okay.
You can one-shot me. Please do.
Okay.
Please do.
Kartash's turn.
Oh yeah, does it take psychic damage?
Am I allowed to do things?
Yes!
Thank
You are.
God.
And then what is Kartash going to do?
Kelgar, I'm sorry, buddy.
Do it. It had to be done. It had to be done.
Get a guiding bolt.
Dex saving throw because I have
Try
a
guiding. If you're going to use guiding bolt, well,
You might.
Pack me out. Pack me out. Jesus, take the wheel. Pack me out.
Jesus, fuck the wheel.
Isn't that just over? Isn't that just enough?
That's just enough.
Wait, Kelgar looks unconscious.
As you do it, I throw up a peace sign. No, you're right.
Calvin's turn.
Back to me.
Yes.
Okay. I am right next to this guy. I'm going to do a full round attack on him.
Wait, if I get knocked unconscious and I get healed, does Dominic also...
Does an 18 hit?
An 18 hits, yes. Looking for a 12 to hit this guy.
And then for the bite, I do a grand total of 22 unless he has any resistances.
He does not, yeah.
And I'm going to move.
That's actually going to put him down. He's.
What?
This one, dude.
Yeah, he only had 18, so down he goes.
Oh! The bear grabs him and shakes him. This is a mauling.
It just grabbed me. And that was it.
It's so hard.
What are we?
I'm going to need someone to pick me up, though.
Yeah, I did run over to Kelgar as
I'm
quickly as
assuming
I
we're not going
can.
to let Kelgar die, right?
He doesn't die. I don't think I did that much damage.
I was
He's bringing death save.
Yeah,
I'm taking death saves.
yeah.
I haven't even made the first death save yet.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm assuming we're not going to make him die. So.
Yo, if Kelgar dies,
I'm going to run over. I will use my 2 sorcery points to make a first level spell slot and cure wounds.
Okay.
Basically done.
5 healed. Get back up.
So the interesting thing is the troglodyte's carapace, right?
Yeah.
If you can extract those and give it to Carl, those of you who are having him craft heavy armor for you, he can incorporate resistance to either slashing, piercing, or bludgeoning. You choose one, or fire.
All right. I get back up, and I see the half-eaten body of the.
No, I'm still tearing it apart. Come over and calm me down.
I see the bear om-nomming him, and I'm like, how long was I out? That battle must have been epic.
yes, I did absolutely everything. You should have seen it. I just shot him, and it was so great.
I don't doubt it for a second.
Continue to laugh maniacally in the background.
Anyway, did you say that it was leather armor or heavy armor? That you could do the troglodyte stuff too.
It can be incorporated in any sort of metal armor, actually. So it could be
metal.
Yeah, it could be medium armor, like breastplate or half plate.
But not studded leather.
No, there's not enough metal in that.
Can I get a breastplate?
Sure.
Or
Yeah,
half?
if he's crafting armor for you, it's not too late to get it incorporated into that.
So what is the property that the troglodyte skin gives?
Here, let me post.
One resistance, either piercing, slashing, or bludgeoning, or fire. One of the 4.
All right, Tilden buddy, I'm going to need you to stop ripping him to shreds.
Well, no, the control. That's not the controller. It was the brutes that had this.
That wasn't the controller?
No, it was. It's just the brute's carapaces were is what.
Yeah.
What Tilden was literally just tearing into.
Yeah, that was the controller.
Yeah, that's why I asked him to stop ripping into it. I need him.
What do you need?
If you need parts, they're exposed.
I pat him on the head. Alright, I'm just gonna have to... I'm gonna see what I need to become a controller. That way we can have our own army.
Oh my goodness.
You would need to have some sort of... like, at the very least, you would need to be able to magically communicate with someone before you were converted. So you would like, the very least would have been like the message cantrip, but the stronger controllers have some sort of telepathic ability before they're converted to the machana.
So the tumor I have in my brain is worth nothing.
Well, it allows you to be controlled. It's worth something to them.
Nicely put.
You know what, Tilden? Eat it. Eat it whole.
I'm kind of done now. I'll lay down and go to sleep.
I'd be curious to see if anyone knew who this man was.
Yeah, he is from outside of the Folsom Isles. No one knows who he is.
Yeah.
He was probably one of the other Van Graffs.
Did you just listen to what he said?
There's the XP breakdown, by the way, which will take you to level 3.
Level 3? Yes.
Level 3?
Protection from poison, lesser restoration.
Spiritual weapon!
What is the renown?
Wait, is it 700 or 750?
You can trade in. They're in the guide to the Folsom Isles. There are certain things you can spend renown on, or certain things, like for example, for one renown, which you got in the first episode, Carl will begin crafting you a suit of metal armor.
Is that just one for the party, or is that like per individual?
Per individual.
It's per individual.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm reading this Machana Brute Carapace. It says harvested successfully. Is there roles for that?
There could be, but we're going to presume that we're good enough with thieves' tools or some other such tool that we're going to. I mean, we could roll it if we wanted to, but I'm going to assume that we have 6 carapaces and we only need 4, right? We only have 4 people who have. It's a
sure.
Yeah. So I'm gonna assume that we're going to be able to get it.
Kelgar is going to start laughing maniacally.
Okay.
And now that we know about the disease, the cackle fever in particular, we can take a long rest and try to just get healed from it if we want to.
Yeah.
Please, I don't want to fail another 7 Constitution saving throws.
Let's sleep off the side of the road.
I haven't taken damage yet this campaign.
Yeah, you're lucky.
Yeah.
Stay quiet. That might change.
I have cycled through a lot of hit points.
Well, hold on. Before we do that, the people that leveled up, or at least the spellcasters, that would have access to lesser restoration.
Well, that kind of different.
No, that will heal you automatically.
I now glow when I rage.
I can now glow when I ooh.
Well, wait. So how does it? So do we have to take long rest to get the level up, or do we level up regardless?
You will level up at the end of the long rest. Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, so we already had a +1 renown for the Folsom Isles, so now we have a +2.
That's correct. Which so far the only thing we've been able to do with it is get Carl. You may have other ideas for how you want to spend your renown, but And that's good if you do.
All right.
So
I'm going to take the long rest then. Find somewhere and take a long rest.
The plan has changed.
So we're going to take a long rest, and then we're going to start using lesser restorations to get rid of the diseases, so that those aren't have future impact. Is that right?
So after that, so who has the cackling one? I think that needs to be taken care of above all else first.
Oh my god!
For fuck's sake!
I have spell slots.
I do too, but I can technically lesser restore 4 people.
Okay, Connor, Kartash, and
3 people.
Jacaranda each have the cackle fever.
No, I don't think you understand me. I, the barbarian, have a spell slot.
Oh.
Things are about to get stupid.
So I will use Twin Spell on a cast of Lesser Restoration to restore myself and Connor.
Are we doing a long rest?
Yeah, we just completed a long rest. Right.
Okay, I'm clicking the button now.
Just store the controller's body on the roof.
Not gonna need that.
So Twin Spell and cast Lesser Restoration to cure me and Connor.
Restoration.
So you're going to first get rid of the cackle fever, right?
Huh?
You're first going to get rid of the cackle fever? Sorry.
Yeah, on me and Connor, the cackle disease.
Okay. And then, who does that leave? Jacaranda still has the cackle fever.
I do?
Yeah, 3 of us have it.
Alright.
But it cured me and Connor.
Wow.
So I'm hoping someone else will cure you. Because I don't want you to all the second levels.
I can cure him at the end once we end in long rest.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm...
Yeah, I also have the vision disease, and I've had -1 on my hits so far.
I really don't get what you guys find so funny, but, you know.
Yeah.
Don't worry, Jacaranda. I'll laugh with
He's got the sight, plague, and the cackle fever. Yeah.
I want to keep my other second level slot for nefarious purposes.
Are you going to start casting contagion on people?
You
So
do have
I'm going to start what?
You do have one spell slot with less restoration.
Wait. Hang on a fucking second. I need to confirm this because I'm looking it up right now because I've never seen anyone play Path to Zealot. We don't need any material components to revive you.
You do not.
No,
you do not.
you don't. You can just try to fucking
God.
slap him with Revivify up. It don't matter.
Personally keeping Revivify on me.
You know what's even funnier about that?
What?
At level 14, if I'm raging, I just don't die.
He just keeps killing.
I just keep going.
It's beautiful.
It's terrible.
Oh my god.
It's terrible.
This thing is literally the epitome of this. A man is just too angry to die.
Level 14, power word kill. Excuse me? Ain't that bitch shit? Excuse me? What's power word kill?
It's you just die. Wait, hold up. What?
No, he doesn't.
If I'm raging, if my HP is 0, if I fail all 3 death saves, I can still be rezzed. And I can be healed. It's working. It's working.
The only thing that would stop him is either if you stop his rage with something like a calm emotions, or if you cast Disintegrate.
I'm assuming you're talking about
If
Barbarian.
he gets hit 3 times, he'll die. If he fails to
No,
test
if I die. No, if I die.
No, if he fails saving throws while he's raging, he continues to rage until his rage ends, and then he dies.
Yes.
Wait, are you talking about Zealot Barbarian?
Yes.
Yes.
Passive Zealot, unstoppable killing machines.
I mean,
Xenophon's Guide broke D&D.
I mean,
I need you to get a full set of crusaders
see
on.
deal more damage thanks to Divine Fury, obviously. But also, are you talking about Warrior of the Gods?
Okay. Let me see it. Where is it?
Oh, goodness.
Because
What is
you're third level.
Yeah. We're talking about
it.
Oh, 14th level? Yeah, everything is broken above 10th level. Yeah. For every single class. Any ability you look at, it's going to be absolutely ridiculous.
Rage
Power for levels.
Like,
Power for level. The divine power that fuels your rage allows you to shrug off fatal blows. While you're raging, hero having 0 hit points doesn't knock you unconscious. You still must make death saving throws, and you suffer the normal effects of taking damage while at 0 hit points. However, if you would die due to failing death saving throws, you don't die until your rage ends, and you die then only if you still have 0 hit points.
I mean, that can be good, but only if you combine it with certain people. Like if you combine that shit with if you combine that with a grave cleric, then Jesus Christ. But at the same time, there are going to be a lot of situations, especially when there's like against a single enemy. Like, yeah, you're gonna have a good time. But especially against a lot of enemies that can quickly whittle down your death saves, because every single melee attack is going to take out 2 of them, it's really not that good unless you have somebody that can heal you.
Now, here's the thing. So long as he's raging, he doesn't go unconscious. Every time he gets hit, he's not going to fall unconscious because his rage is going to continue.
Dan, can you switch you and myself into another channel real quick? In Discord?
Yeah,
Meaning the only thing,
go into general real quick.
theoretically,
There.
Yeah, that's better.
Yeah, I don't care about a character class that I can go read out of care. I do have a question, though. The troglodyte armor?
Yes.
I can use medium armor. The only one that's not metal is hide. Can they make me a medium armor that a druid can wear? If it's troglodyte hide, assuming that's not metal.
I said metal, but hide would be fine as well. Yeah.
Okay, so it would be, what's the property on it?
It will grant damage resistance. You pick one of those 4 damage resistances, and you would, while you're wearing that armor, you would have resistance to that damage.
Oh, so it's only got... Okay, I will have some hide armor to the 1 point of damage.
No, it has it's full resistance. So if you choose piercing and you're subjected to piercing damage, it would have that.
Okay, that's interesting. I think slashing is the most common. I think I will pick that. Ooh, that's a good call. Okay, I will do that then. Also, secondarily, when you get a chance, if you will go and under my character, add other character sheets and just add the monster icons for the animals I can turn into, that would save you some time.
Can you put a list of what you want me to put there? I know.
It's on my. I have them in my character sheet, and
okay.
I
I can get to your character sheet then. Yeah. Okay,
they're in my character sheet, and do we have text right here?
You can. There's a text general channel.
Okay. General channel.
And there's also a Text Mondays channel, both of those.
Okay. Well, there's only 10 at this level that I picked. I can shorten that if you need me to.
I think at 3rd level that's a good number. We said you start with 6 and add 2 per level, right?
Right. So I had, before this, I started with 8. I added X-Beak, and I think a small form, a cat for stealth.
Okay.
Oh, and I added fire beetle. It's not much of a fighter, but it can produce fire. It can produce light on its own.
That's very versatile. That's a very versatile list. Yeah.
Okay, that's all I need. We'll go back now and listen to them.
Okay.
Yeah,
Welcome back.
I'm back.
Also, here's the thing as well. At level, like at the 5th level, if his weakness is a wisdom saving throw, I can prepare gears and just say, okay, you can't attack these people.
That's what it said, actually.
So, does anything happen after the long rest?
Yeah. So as promised, so I'm showing that Jacaranda still has fight rot and cackle fever. Is that right?
I think so.
I'll cure him. I'll cure him.
Thank you.
Okay. Each disease takes 1 lesser restoration to cure.
Yep. Wait, did that cast? No, it didn't cast on, well, funny. Why is it not casted?
How long does it take for the armor to be created?
Sorry, how long does it take to what?
Oh, it's not.
Yeah, armor to be created.
It's going to be a couple of more days, in game. So,
Right.
so it should be there at the beginning of 4th level for you. Yeah. So by the time this day is over, we should have heard back from the Graph, and the Graph has sent a message that he is sending a relief force, but it's going to be like another day away. So we'll have a couple of days of downtime before the next significant event happens. If anybody wants to do anything with an extra day.
Does anyone want any new equipment? Any nice stuff?
I'm good. Unless you can make spell focuses, I'm good.
I mean, I would technically be able to make spell focuses with channel divinity.
I'm gonna buy.
I'm looking. Like, I mean, if you can make a +1 spell focus,
+1 spell focus, that is way out of my league.
then there's nothing that can help me. I have no armor proficiencies, so
I'm gonna buy a book about what does it take to be a paladin.
Strength and charisma.
I have a charisma.
What does it take to?
So it says in the book.
What does it take to be a paladin? Buys like this 40 gold book, 13 strength and 13 charisma, and all the other pages are blank. I don't know. That's so funny to me.
The book's title is just How to Become a Paladin for Dummies.
It just has 1 page. The book has 100 pages. Only one of them has words on it.
All right.
Anyway, do you have any particular restrictions on the 2nd level druid spell, Healing Spirit? A lot of DMs do not like that spell.
Yeah. I mean, it gives a lot of hit points back during a short rest. Is the real problem that
it's a gigantic amount.
Yeah.
So think about it. Let me know. I may not take it if you put some restrictions on it, because as it is worded in the book, it is. I can heal the party on any.
Yeah, it ends up being like 50 hit points per PC during a short rest, right? Something like that. Something really high, if I remember right.
So it's a D6 every time you pass through it. It lasts for 10 rounds. Everyone could pass through it in 1 round, so I can conceivably heal 60 D6.
Ooh,
10d6 worth per character.
Yeah.
That is how it's
Yeah.
worded. And so think about it. Let me know next week.
Okay, I will. I'll let you know before next week. I'll let you know so that you have time to prepare. Yeah, give me a day or two to look at.
I already have a backup if I'm not going to do that, so I don't need any time. I know what my selection will be.
Great fortune. I thank you for your sacrifice.
Even though it almost got turned against us.
Yo, half a second. So you know what ended up happening if the controller didn't get one shot?
Oh boy.
I would have taken you out.
No, you would have just taken my halberd while I was unconscious on the floor.
In any case, is the session done?
That's
I'm locked off.
We've got technically 20 minutes left, but that would be just mainly for incidental items that anyone wants to know about. We're not going to launch into the next big action. Yeah.
Do you have any on it?
All right, I almost forgot.
In any case, I'm going to have to go, so see you guys.
Okay, see you next Monday. What did you ask, Josh?
Yeah, I'll see you forward.
I missed your question there, Josh. What did you ask?
Did he have any items on him, the controller? Like the last one?
Oh wait, yes he did. He actually had 2 scrolls of sanctuary. Yeah.
Oh, scheisse.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty damn good. Sanctuary is great.
So I'm gonna buy 2 powder horns. That's 70 gold. What is this?
You're going to buy 2 what? Powder horns?
Yes, 2 powder horns full of gunpowder.
Well, we don't have gunpowder. Where are you finding gunpowder?
Oh, I was checking other gear. But if I can't purchase it, then that's fine.
Yeah, we don't have gunpowder.
That's sad.
Any kind of armor, that's fine. So like half plate's fine.
So, half plate would take him significantly longer to craft. Yeah.
That's fair enough.
Yeah.
Is he still making the splint armor? The heavy armor?
Yeah.
I already know what's the first thing.
Yeah, that should be ready. That should be ready about the time you start 4th level.
Yes. More AC.
And he will have incorporated the machana troglodytes carapaces into it, so that you'll need to choose one type of damage resistance to be incorporated into the armor.
Probably bludgeoning. Because they get fire resistance at level 6, so it's not. So that I'm not going to need fire resistance from the armor.
Yeah, that just note it so that it's around somewhere in case we ever need to ask. Or anything else?
Did the controller have any sort of scrap metal on him?
He was wearing studded armor, so he had like some metal studs in his armor.
If no one's going to take the armor, I'm going to take the scrap metal.
But you can find scrap metal around. Like Carl the Smith will give you scrap metal for your use.
Okay.
Yeah, that's not a hard thing to come by. Are you wanting to have it for when you cast animate objects or something?
Oh no! It's primarily for channel divinity.
What does your channel divinity do? I don't remember.
Can I ping you? Oh, I can.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's right. I'd forgotten about that. Yeah.
But yeah, I want to collect as much scrap metal as possible in the case that someone needs ammo or something.
No more than 100.
Yeah, no more than 100, but that still means I can create things like cheap armor, weapons, ammo.
Sure.
It also means if, for example, we need to get a key, and we can make a duplicate of it, and then put the original back where it is.
And how long do you have to do then, like downtime?
Why don't these things have prices on them?
What are you looking at?
I was looking at potions.
Oh. I'm pretty sure it's DM decided, other than healing potions.
Yeah,
I was also looking at rings.
yeah. Magic items are generally not purchasable. Yeah, you have to find them in some way.
You to find them, I
Except
haven't
for potions of healing. Potions of healing are common and easily bought. Yeah.
Necessary.
Well, what is it you're looking for? I mean, you have a couple of days of downtime. If it's something pretty common, you might be able to find it during downtime.
Well, what I wanted was I wanted a greater potion of healing.
Yeah.
And a potion of growth.
A potion of what? I'm sorry?
A potion of growth.
Greater healing you could probably find with a day. Particularly if you had 2 or 3 other characters helping you look, you could find that in it. Which it didn't sound like anybody else was going to had anything they were wanting to spend the day on. So I don't see why they wouldn't help you look.
I was going to go sort of patrol the entrances to the town just to see if any more carnos are sort of sneaking in, or.
Are there anything like? I think I'd like Connor to go help the paladins with because I can actually cast Lesser Restoration and they still cure wounds, so help out whoever is still sick.
Yeah. So even though you guys are cured, there are still a couple of epidemics. But if Connor does that, he will probably note that these don't seem to be. These seem to be deliberately infected. Like there's clearly the incidence rate is so high that it seems like almost certainly, probably the machana are deliberately investing disease into false import to weaken its defenses. Because machana are immune to disease.
While doing that, it's possible for me to continuously, or at least every so often, cast detect poison disease, and also ritual cast purify food and drink to ensure no reinfections and to try and find how they're infecting people.
Yes, you could. Yeah. So they have polluted the water supply in the common well areas. I don't think that you'd be able to purify that with. I think it would be too much volume for purified food and drink. But
probably too much if it's the entire thing, but within batches, it's probably more manageable. Especially since it's a ritual cast, it can continuously. I can just keep casting it again and again and again.
You could purify enough so that you could prevent a certain demographic from getting it. So it would depend upon who you wanted to protect. If you wanted it to be like the noble class, or if you wanted it to be the downtrodden, but you probably couldn't protect the entire population of 1,100 people. But you could probably decide on at least a couple of hundred demographic to protect from it.
I think I'm going to pick the people. With particular focus on the children and elderly.
Okay. All right. So that's good to know. So I think Connor would have an extra renown for that. Just So he would have 3 renown now. We will have to find things to spend renown on at the beginning. Huh? What's that?
What are find what to spend right now?
Well, the only thing that I've baked in so far is having Carl craft armor for you. And that was only 1 renown to do that. So that'll give you an idea of, like, you could probably spend your 2 renown to get a potion of greater healing all by yourself. Like, if you let it be known that you were looking for 1, and you're like, yeah, I'm going to spend my renown on that. That would be a pretty equitable trade.
I think I'm going to hoard them for now, since I don't have anything in mind right now, as of right now.
Okay. Well, all right. Well, go ahead, Josh.
I was thinking more as like a roleplay thing to get my characters sort of some help for us, like stand off in the mountains, just as, like, for them to send support that way. If it's like a thing for spending renown, you know what I mean?
Yeah, to get a message to your clan in the mountains.
Not message, just like general support, like supplies or things like that.
Yeah, that would be reasonable. That would be a good thing. Are you wanting more like material support or more like?
Oh, I think probably like training, that kind of thing.
Okay, yeah. Let me think about what a Goliath clan would send to help you in this instance. But yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. Yeah, that would be a good use for now. Okay, well, with that, I am going to call it a night. It's 10:30 here, so it was a good session. I enjoyed it.